we live? We're live! Alright! Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep Mysteries. We are the Rollers of Fate, and I am Mo, your host DM for today. The weather itself is pretty cold, just like the scene we left on in the last game. But before we jump into that, let me introduce you to, well, as always, here we go. If I was R2D2, then he would be C3PO, my co-DM, Cisco Blanco,
Yo, 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 yo!
and saving the galaxy from the Empire are our rebel forces, our players. Let's go around and see who's in the pilot's seat.
Rebels come.
Action pilot Andy, what's your status?
Well, currently I'm not wearing any clothes. I'm only in my white fronts. I may live to regret this decision.
In or out of
I am
character?
Bruise. Well, currently I am Bruise. I am a half-orc barbarian.
Alright.
Let's move on to David.
Okay, hi, I'm David, and I'm playing Dorothy Lavenbloom, the level 3 bard. And yeah, I'm just waiting to, I don't know, slap Bryn so he can wake up. Speaking of, Luke, who are you today?
Yes. Speaking of, I am Bryn, the potentially dead paladin. I wasn't told to bring your backup character, so I don't think I'm dead. I don't know, I could just become undead. We never know. But yes, level 3 paladin. Yeah, that's about it. Let's move on to Mateo.
Hey, I am Matt. I'm playing Morkor, the monk dwarf. And I'm going to punch Brain until he wakes up. So, fun stuff.
The usual.
Did the weeb already talk? I don't remember.
The weeb has not talked yet.
Okay, undead weeb, let's go.
Hello, I am Weeb. I am level 2 rogue, level 1 fighter. I'm going to let Bryn keep sleepwalking because I am a good friend like that. Chet, you betcha. Back to you. I'm pretty sure that's Andy, right? No, not Andy. No, I mean Aki. Ross. Straight to you.
I already went.
I'd like to express a little bit of heartbreak that we did a Star Wars intro and didn't start with Luke. Just saying.
Oh!
Horrible.
I was
I
honestly
saw Luke's face.
Such a wasted opportunity.
yeah, I was honestly ready to do the whole red leader standing by sort of thing, as in Luke from the X-wing. I was ready for it.
We didn't do that either.
Guys, we can still redeem this. Luke, if we just cut your arm off, I'm pretty sure we can make up for everything.
It's just his hand. We don't need the whole arm.
I'm pretty sure Ross looks kind of like his dad, so Ross can give you the honors.
He does not look like my dad.
Hey, what are you talking about? He's got the accent and everything. It's fine. Anyways,
I'm Ross playing Aki level 3's Dragonborn Sorcerer. There's an excellent chance Aki has no idea what's going on and he's just concentrating on the shiny thing on the wall. So let's go through it.
Alright. Okay, cool. So before we jump into tonight's game, as always, a little bit of announcements. Cisco, take it away.
All right. So, like always, welcome to our seal pages of Verglas on our Rollers of Fate channel. If for those of you who are new to the stream, you can check us out on Twitch or on our YouTube channel, Rollers_of_Fates, where you can find all our previous episodes, including our Curse of Strat campaign, Dining in Barovia, that airs on Sunday and is DM'd by me, and Mo is a player there. Keep that coming. Horror there in the castle is pretty spooky. Also, if you want to send us some fun art, please do so at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we also have a Twitter, rollers_of_fate_dnd, where you can catch up on up-to-date news and D&D related stuff. And I'll give it back to you, Mo.
All right, if that's everything, let us see what mysteries shall be revealed today. Time to turn the music on. Boop. All right. The brittle pages fracture with each drop of ink. Like a lake of ice, it cracks, begins to bridge. If you press the pages too hard, you will only fall and sink. The party found themselves confronted by a creature whose blob-like structure consisted of the many mouths and eyes of the residents of Witchway Village. As the battle commenced, those that were close found it difficult to move, and the gibbering from the creature's voices attempted to get into their minds. However, slowly the party blew, cut, and whipped the creature, caused it to slowly shrink. With the support of the mages, the front line stayed strong. A mighty divine strike by Bryn and a magnificent destructive ord from Aki whittled the creature away. But it was Bryn, with his newfound wings, that tore through his armor, and with one final strike that slew the creature once and for all. They slowly investigated around and soon discovered Alva, but only what had remained of her, an eye patch. Now that the threat of the creature was no more, the party continued their search around the town. Bruce called out for any survivors, but no one but their horses and donkey approached. They soon discovered the orphanage, which was destroyed, and only could imagine how many had been taken. But a body was found deep within the well, by a young boy that had drowned. The boy was buried, but there was still more discovery to be made. Grey guided the party and tracked now dead creature's movement to a hillside cave, where they came across a pool. Bryn and Dorothy staying behind, and Aki, Bruce, and Morcor, and Grey hesitantly began submerging themselves and soon discovered that this pool is connected to a cavern. The cavern itself was empty, but apart from a huge symbol on the wall that protruded out with a faint red tone. Grey recognized this symbol immediately, a great evil known as Asmodeus. But as the four of them stood in front of the symbol, it was Bryn who was affected by its presence. With no control over his body, he stood up and stepped into the pool. Dorothy attempted to call out to him, but her voice fell to deaf ears. She rushed to the others and soon discovered the symbol too that has taunted her since the disappearance of her girls. She rapidly explained that Bryn has lost control and his eyes are black. But then Bryn emerged from the pool and began walking towards the symbol. And despite the party attempting to restrain him down, his unnatural strength could not be stopped. And as soon as he touched it, his vision shifted. A vision of a creature that has been haunting Bryn in his dream, emerging through this wall. And as the party watched Bryn's body crumple to the floor, we begin our chapter from here. So guys, what would you like to do?
Ah!
Question.
Bryn! Bryn!
Bryn!
Bruce rushes towards him and starts to slap him. Wake up!
When you go to his body and you begin slapping him, there is this unnatural coldness to him, very, very chilling cold. It's like you're touching ice on his face, but he doesn't look pale or cold. His eyes are closed at the moment as well.
Is he still breathing, Bruce?
I don't know. Let me check. I put my face down in front of his mouth.
Make a medicine check.
Recommend.
Oh, Christ.
We both said it at the same time.
Can I assist him? I want to assist him.
You want to assist him?
Uh,
Sure.
You You can do it too, I guess. How will you assist him?
Maybe
How would
putting
you?
his good question.
You can check his pulse or something.
Yeah, check his wrist.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you can check his poll at the same time. Yeah, do it with advantage.
Yeah.
I guess.
Who wants to
Am
do
I
it with
gonna-
advantage?
Yeah. Advantage for Bruce.
Okay, I will roll with an advantage.
Go
I
ahead.
really hope he rolls poor.
Thank God.
At first, you don't feel a breath coming out of him, but as you get closer, you feel this kind of slight breath, but very, very cold. Even kind of almost feels like it's freezing your ears a little bit.
Oh. all right. He's breathing, but he's cold. Even his breath is cold. We need to warm him up. He looks around.
I have a
Aki.
better idea.
Oh,
Bruce, I think True Love's kiss might help him. Why don't you give it a shot?
You know what? I like the way you think. The things I do for my friends. And he leans in for a smooch.
As you get closer and closer to his face, Bryn, your eyes open.
You just see this 2 feet.
Instinctually, just kind of slap. Essentially, just kind of slap the first thing I see. Let's not do that.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You were unconscious. You could not give consent. I apologise. And I get up and I walk away from it.
Right. So,
Oh,
It seemed to work, though.
what's happened?
Is that?
Well, Bryn,
Look.
I saved your life. You're welcome.
Meanwhile,
I was in the middle of eating.
Oh, wow.
do you need a true
You just
justice
inha-
too to prevent-
Inhaled a
Careful.
whole mozzarella stick.
His dog got spooked as well.
Yeah, he came check up on you.
Greenery guys again.
I wasn't ready for a laugh that hard. I slapped and
can-
got me.
Can can Aki check out the symbol on the wall? Let's try and figure out what's going on there.
Based on the check that you did last week, you recognize it. So does Bruce. You've seen it before on the Duragod that you had faced, but no other further research, or you don't know what the symbol means. But you can connect the two, that the symbol is appearing in your adventure quite a lot. However,
Is this one
Mhm.
specifically doing anything? Is it glowing? Is it moving?
There
Can I
is-
throw a rock at it and see if it does something?
you throw a rock, it hits,
Yeah.
and then it hits the wall, and then just lands onto the floor. The only thing that you see, there is this kind of faint, kind of radiating red glow around the symbol itself, but nothing else. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything else.
Sorry, Mo. Can you describe the wall itself again, aside from the symbol?
It is, as you came out of the pool itself, across of you, as you climbed up, across of you, there is this kind of, it's a cavern. And on the cavern opposite wall, there is this kind of, another wall, which is about 15 feet high and maybe 20 feet across. And there is this huge symbol of what you had seen last week.
But it's like a natural wall, or was like a wall crafted?
Make
Like with-
a history check with advantage, because you are a dwarf.
Oh, because I'm a dwarf. Actually, that is that was an advantage. That was that I doubled my proficiency. No, not my proficiency. I got proficiency, I think, when investigating stoneworks and stuff, I think.
It's one or the other, I don't know. Cisco, can you quickly check?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Thank you.
I
will-
never used it. I never used it. I can't remember that.
It's pretty niche.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, it's really niche.
Oh, Luke, you almost killed me there.
Yeah, here.
That's karma.
I didn't think he was gonna get me to laugh that hard with the slap thing.
Bryn, speak to us. What was going on? You were like you were all zombied out.
It's I don't really remember why. I just remember speaking to Dorothy, then slapping you.
Is what he's saying, does it appear to be true?
I will tell Bryn this first. You remember the experience. It is just like it was just happened. So,
Right,
Yeah,
in that
you.
case. He says that very sternly. Yeah.
Okay, so Stone Cannon, wherever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add your double proficiency
Okay.
bonus to the
Double.
check.
Okay, I thought it was advantage. My bad. Okay, go ahead and do that. Um, Gray, you can roll a insight. Bryn, you're denying it, right? So make a deception check, please.
Yes, I'll
Let's go.
deny it
So that
for
would
the
be
time being.
16 plus 2. So that's a 20, I think.
All right. Are you proficient with history already?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we add +4 to that, so 21.
Yeah.
I just realised I should have kept that roll
But
hidden,
it's
shouldn't I?
16. It already added the.
Can
Oh no,
I
yeah,
use-
it would be. It would be
Can I-
21. Yeah, no, you're right.
Can I use my inspiration?
He's already seen his score, so
Oh
unfortunately,
yeah.
no.
Frick. Yep.
So
May I
what?
have a,
My bad. My bad.
may
It's
I have
okay.
a pop at, since I was speaking to him as well, may
Sure.
I have a pop at inciting
Yeah,
Mr. Barfire?
no problem.
Just because he was asking the question, that's all.
If anyone else has any suspicion as well,
Wow,
please do.
okay then.
I think at some point, maybe not yet, but soon, you might get advantage on inciting each other because you know each other for 62 days. It's like more than 2 months now. So at some point, we will do that.
Most of you,
Maybe not
yeah.
yet.
Personally, I'm easy about that kind of thing, but well, all right.
I think even rather than giving them advantage, we might step away from that rather than letting
Yeah,
the players
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
to believe them or not and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I
That will
like
that
that.
will
I
be
think
better.
that would be better. But
Yeah.
for in this case, Gray, when he says
Am
that
I
to you,
allowed to use my eye patch?
too late.
charge?
Too late.
Oh, that's still too late too. Oh,
Yeah, it has to be before what you need to roll. However,
Okay.
as you look at him, he seems to be telling you the truth. He just was a bit out of it, came back. But Bruce, you've known him more longer, and the way he kind of brushed that off without answering, there is some more to it that he's not telling. And as you kind of stand there, kind of looking at Bryn, Morcor, you begin investigating the wall, and you keep looking at it. You've stuck a stone at it, you get close, and you're curious, so you begin touching the wall, but nothing happens. Nothing happens to you the same way Bryn touched it and kind of collapsed. Nothing. But you realize there's this kind of. And you begin slowly kind of peeling a little bit away from a little bit of the wall. It's not everywhere, but there is this kind of familiar black stone, like a black soot. Something right there.
I'm gonna pull out one of my black rocks. Hey, Morker, is it like that?
I'll take the rock and like put it in front of the wall to try and have a visual comparing. Does it look like the same?
You begin feeling the texture on your dwarven fingers, and you look at it. It is exactly the same.
Well, yeah. This seems to be the same material. Didn't they say that that fort was built by necromancers or something?
I believe so. That beautiful blonde, majestic man told us.
Oh,
Sorry.
So this could be. Maybe we should talk to this about this to the paladins. We should look for them. They know more than us how to deal with this. Definitely.
all I remember is it said the fort was taken by darkness. Bryn, were you taken by darkness?
Don't. Potentially. I don't want to think about that.
Bryn, as you look towards Aki, you start staring off towards the far left, and you see this kind of like there's a flash of kind of flashback to that moment where that creature used its tail to smash against the wall, and you see that same strike there melted away.
Well, it certainly looked like you were taken by darkness. Your eyes were black, were they not?
I don't. I wasn't in that right. I wasn't here for that. I don't really know what happened.
How were your hands? You climbed straight up a sheer wall with Ray hanging off.
Yeah, I was right beside you, and you didn't even have any. Do you have spider climbing hands?
Bryn, if you want, you can make a religion check to try to ascertain which entity might be the responsible for your vision. And also, if you guys want to remember what you were told exactly in For Morning Lord, you can make either a wisdom history check or a normal history check, whichever one.
Wait, a wisdom history?
No,
check?
just a history check. Not always.
Yeah, it's like
Also-
you can do like it's a new thing I see everywhere. So you can do wisdom to remember things as well.
A bit of a
Are my
waste.
hands
I'll have it.
fine?
I'm getting the low rolls out of the way today, apparently.
Oh, history for
All right.
Bruce.
Okay, so with a 4 religion, let's start by Bryn. You aren't sure, however, you do detect a little bit of mix, good and bad in your vision. So it could have been either or, 50-50. And with the history check, let's check those numbers. So natural
Nat
20,
20.
natural 20, yeah. So anyone below 15, so let's say just Aki and Bruce, you remember exactly that you were not told exactly what it was, but it was described as an unknown evil was taking the place. That was the description. They never figured out what it was exactly. All right.
While everyone's looking at this, Bruce says out loud, "Look, Bryn here has put his life on the line for all of us at least one point or another. I'm sure that no matter what happened, he would tell us because he will want to protect us. We've been at this for a while together now." And Bruce sort of just looks at him, sort of hinting at he knows he's not telling the whole story of what he just experienced, but he trusts that he'll do what he feels is right. He's trusting him here.
Thank you, Bruce. Well,
Slap Bryn on the back and say, "Yeah, let's just give him a break for it now. It's gonna be a really hearty slap."
Does anyone have anything to warm up with? I'm completely drenched and I wanted to avoid this at all costs, but now I'm here, so...
You know,
Nothing good on your cloak?
They say body warmth is a really great way to keep warm. We could all just group huddle.
Dorothy, come into my arms.
I fly.
We still have to get through the puddle to go on the other side.
So, quick question, guys. Apart from Bruce, who else took their clothes off?
Me.
Not me.
Nope.
Oko? Nope. Oh, sorry, it was
I
only
have
Bruce.
barely any clothes on, but yeah,
He's
they are
being
still on.
dirty.
You took everything with you, basically. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, apart from Bruce. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So as Dorothy explains that and asks for everyone kind of starts rummaging into their bags. Make a perception check. Yeah, make a perception check.
I mean, I never have-
Everybody?
Can
Yeah,
I roll mine?
Apart
with
from Bruce,
advantage?
obviously, you don't have anything on.
Well, I took my gear with me. I just have no clothes on.
Oh, you
I
got your
brought the
bag?
of holding.
Okay.
I brought the bag of holding.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. I wasn't leaving that thing behind. That's
Okay.
everything is in there.
Natural 20.
Mr.
I'll have a
Mr.
rummage.
Okay.
Mr. DM, may I roll with advantage before I
What's in
roll?
my bag?
Yeah, the DC is not too high. Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill you guys. Don't worry.
You said perception, right?
Yeah, perception. Yeah.
Your pouch kills you.
Never
a
mind.
mimic.
No advantage.
Okay.
You get
18.
lost in the town.
That's
Yeah.
more than enough. You can it's yeah. So you use basically the eye thing to give yourself advantage, and then you basically roll. But yeah, okay, cool.
Oh,
Um,
Okay.
So, ooh, it's okay. Um, all of you, apart from Bryn and Aki, who seem to be preoccupied at the moment, but you begin rummaging through your thing, and you realize you're very short on rations. You've been traveling for a while, but you haven't stopped off to get food anywhere. And you realize that those that went into the water, the water has soaked through your rations as well. Bruce, yours is fine because it's in the bag of holding. However, the rest of you all, it seems like your food has been either the low amount of food that you have is either been spoilt or you are running out of food. Just a heads up on that.
We also need to get back and get more stuff to eat. We are running low.
Well, if we can leave this place, I should be able to find us some stuff out in the wilds. I've had to do a bit of that for most of my life. Above game, I have the Wanderer feature, so I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers things like berries, small game, water, and so forth. So let's just stay away from a desert or some kind of polar region. I should be okay.
Okay.
At this point, it's around 11:30 in the evening.
It's quite late.
I to be honest, love to get out of here, but I don't know. Should we camp somewhere and then maybe forage tomorrow?
We could stay in one of the houses over here.
We want really to camp here, of all places. Could we just leave the village and camp outside?
I was gonna say the same. Maybe this is not the safest place to stay overnight.
But it's pre-made shelter. We'd have protection from the wind.
Yeah, up.
We also have the cart for that.
I don't particularly like the idea of sleeping on what is essentially a grave site.
Is the cart like big enough for some of us to sleep and some of us to travel?
Yeah, 4 of you to kind of, to sleep. Maybe like
the problem is, that while you are traveling, you are not able to sleep because the movement. Really.
The animals need to sleep
Right,
as well.
okay.
But you could sleep inside and not move.
All of us?
4, right? You said.
4. Okay.
Yeah, like if it's standing still, then 4 of you can comfortably sleep in there. But
comfortably close.
Comfortably close, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I will have to look after Egg after all, so I will stay on her cart.
Oh, don't forget, her name's actually
I can
Rose.
sleep out.
She told me her name was Rose.
It is Rose. Okay.
I like egg.
I did too, but she said her name was Rose, so... Gonna call her
Fair.
Rose.
Fair.
Right, should we get out of here? Maybe we'll have to get back to Candlekeep, so maybe report back to them where this thing seemed to have come from.
We don't want to investigate this, the leaflets we've been finding for this slightly suspicious sounding festival in the next town.
Well, it does sound
too.
interesting. It does sound interesting. All right.
We
got a
could
couple of
supplies from there as well.
Festivals have good food.
I think we should go to the festival. Good food sounds good.
Right now, or maybe back to the cart, sleep overnight, and then head to the festival.
Oh, absolutely.
They can live with that. Yeah, above game, you told us how many days it was. Was it tomorrow the festival began?
Do you have one of those leaflets, Aki? Could I possibly borrow one?
Yeah, I think I grabbed one.
You pull it out. It's soaking wet.
Oh,
You can still read it, but it's pretty wet.
it was hard buckler festival tomorrow.
Do we know where that is?
I have some crap maps.
Let's do something. So who is? I know Morcor is everyone from Ferrum? Actually, I think so, right? Almost. So you are Dorothy. You are not too far away. So maybe Dorothy and Morcor that are quite close by, and also
I may have been through.
like Gray as well. those 3 will have advantage. The rest you can just do a history.
Wee question. I'm looking at Wanderer here.
Uh-huh.
Does this have any help? I know in game Bruce is
Oh, wait,
a bit
I have
further
it
north in a city called out in the sticks of a place called Silvery Run.
Oh Jesus!
Okay, let's say that because you have that fee, you could do it. Maybe if you think that you've been around Ferrum enough, you could use that fee. No problem.
Sure.
I'm over.
With
Like I
advantage,
come
please.
from over the Sea of Swords.
Yeah, so you
the
are
islands.
you are on the other side, but then
Yeah.
I assume it's not that far, so you will have been going backwards and forwards, kind of, right?
No, really, Morkur is only from like he never left.
You
This
wouldn't.
is the first
Morko
time he
would.
left.
Morko
So
wouldn't know.
straight roll. Yeah, so straight roll then for Morcor, but then like we said, I'm
You said
the-
history.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
One.
Oh no,
I definitely
that's a
don't know.
fit.
Fate has decided.
Morker has a headache. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow,
So
ow,
I
ow.
will say that you two, Bruce and Gray, are aware that it won't take you long. It's around maybe a more, just to confirm it with you. How
Probably
long
like
will it be exactly? A few hours?
a few
Maybe
hours. 3
half day?
hours. No, 3 hours. 3 to 4
3
hours.
hours. Yeah?
It's not
Okay.
far from this place.
Yeah. So you could potentially maybe travel there and rest, wake up late tomorrow, and then, or you could sleep here and then make your way there. Up to you.
Aren't we going to report this new finding? And he gestures to the wall to the paladin people.
We could tell them on our way back to Candlekeep after we check out the festival tomorrow.
That sounds like a good
Mhm.
idea.
I mean, these
Yeah.
people were
I think this place
clearly interested in it.
Yeah, I think it's way like it's in better hands if they get like
What if
to
the
watch over it.
What if the festival's also linked to how these people were caught or captured and possibly eaten by that monster?
I mean, we've found no other clue that sends us in any direction.
And if we come across that thing again, we killed it once.
We could kill it again. So now we just
It was
need
actually
to
pretty easy.
Bruise.
Do you remember that? You said you were freaking out with it.
Well, I remember killing it, but I
Okay.
remember the wings. I just found it very strange.
Fair enough. Sorry, you're foggy on a lot these days.
It's worrying, very worrying.
Should we rest now, or do you guys want to go?
Let's get to the cart. I'd rather not leave
Let's
the
get to the
animals
cart.
out on their own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Do we have to-
As
do
you
we have to
all
swim back through?
So as you all begin going into the pool, the rest of you, as you swim down, you spot something. The wall that Bryn had climbed, you see finger holes that he had used to grip into it. And as you see it, you realize this wall is very, very hard, and what he did is unnatural. And as you guys come out on the other side, you begin hearing a voice. One by one, you come out, and I would all like you to make a perception check, please.
While we're doing this, when Bruce is swimming through, he sees this and just goes, "Bloody hell!"
I'll split my Man of Light out into his component 4
Oh
globules
my
again.
god!
Rolling like a
Wow.
boss tonight.
Oh my god! Look at all those 20s!
Okay.
No,
See
no.
everything.
So many.
You're on fire. I'm scared.
You lot have taken all my luck. That was my
Oh,
highest roll just then. It was 11.
Aki's ADD is showing.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's
Does
so
Bruce
like-
have advantage on everything?
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I'm so sorry.
It
I shouldn't
doesn't
have done
matter.
that.
It's the same
It's okay,
thing.
you roll a
Double
20.
20.
Hey,
Same number.
Oh, I am such a
It's
bad
fine. It's
player.
fine. No. As you So, Aki, you're focusing on creating these globules and making the light appear from underneath. The rest of you all immediately submerge. Bryn, you're kind of falling behind because you're in your heavy suit. So you're struggling to swim, and you try to kind of grab onto whoever's there to help you and support you back up. But as the four of you emerge, and the light starts kind of filling this little cave, Bruce, you see someone is wearing your clothes, but they're very small, and you begin to hear, "Well, I'll be. This is kind of very, very small. I mean, very big on me. Oh my God. Maybe
Bruce is like a crocodile, just a eye line above the water.
oh, perhaps I can get my wife to maybe make this smaller. Mm-hmm.
Bruce immediately just lunges out of the water. Like, give me my clothes back right now!
Ah! You see him kind of run to and fall in your clothes and try to kind of scurry out. And what you all begin to see is this gnome who kind of starts scurrying out of it. And he's like, "Oh my God! Oh my! You almost make me poop out pellets! Oh, what? Oh, please! I'm not here to hurt or cause any harm. I was just in the around, and I heard a big boom from Witchway Village. And
Stop talking right now and give me my clothes back, or I'm gonna do a lot worse than make you shit yourself."
Oh well, of course. Take your clothes back. He kind of steps away from it, and he kind of puts himself into order. And now you can see him much more clearly as the orbs come out, and Aki and Bryn, you also manage to come out and see this kind of scene happening. You see a gnome, and he has got kind of blondish kind of hair, kind of thinning a little on the top. You see him with a little straw in his mouth, and kind of wearing like a dungarees and tiny little dungarees, and kind of like a white shirt. And he kind of looks at you all and goes, well, like I was saying, I went to the Witchway Village, and basically, I heard a big boom, and then I saw you guys with your cart and your horses and donkey. That's a mighty fine donkey you got there.
Hang on. I think I told you to stop talking until I was dressed.
My apologies.
Right now.
My apologies.
Bruce gets dressed, and as now that he is dressed and has established dominance, so please continue, small man.
Well. well, I should introduce myself. How rude of me. My name is Zanwin Fiddlebelch. I come from Hardbuckler. And, who are you all?
I'm pleased to meet you, Fiddlebelch.
Oh, that's my surname. Zanwin's my first name.
Zanwin?
Yeah.
Zanwin.
Zanwin.
All right. Well, what a curious little local you are, if you are one, or did you come from far away?
Oh no! Hardbuckler is not too far from here. It's just across those hills, and we find a little forest, and that's where Hardbuckler is.
Dorothy, that's where the festival is.
Oh, you know about the festival? Oh, that's amazing. Will you be joining us?
Well, we intend to.
Can I?
Yes, but
can I use my last divine sense?
And as you stand there and you kind of focus, you feel this kind of cold a little bit, but then the senses come through from your divine sense, and you get this kind of lovely smell from him, as in saying that he's a pure and good person.
Okay, I'm gonna be less curious.
Oh well, I was just minding my own business, going around. I heard a big boom. I hope I did go to the village about a week ago, and I handed off some leaflets, and I just wanted to make sure, just before they all went to sleep, to make sure that they're all coming. Are they all gonna be coming?
Well, did you take a look around the village?
Oh no, I started following you all. I was getting close to the village, but I didn't get there.
Well, in that case, you might have missed that the state of the village is probably not as it was 1 week prior.
Why is it messy? I mean, those people don't keep too tidy to themselves. All those kids that run around, they like to play and have a fun time. One of them's quite my size, but pretty strong. He lifted me up. These human children.
They're all dead.
What? What do you mean? They're what?
Wait,
Come with me. I grab him by the scruff of his neck, pick him up off
No,
the ground by
don't!
his nose.
Whoa,
You're
oh.
coming outside with me. I'm going to show you exactly what's happened. You're starting to annoy me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I do not wish to make anyone annoyed.
Carries him outside like this.
All right.
You're coming in. And he just sort of holds him up so you can have a look.
All right. As it's like 10 minutes walk from this. As you begin walking, heading towards the
I
village.
will carry him all
No.
the way like a handbag. I will do that.
I mean, I have my own feet. I can walk. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Okay.
All right.
Stop talking.
Mm-hmm. And you take him. And after you kind of get to the village itself, it's mighty quiet. Probably everyone's asleep.
what do you know about these villagers? How long have you been around this area?
All my life, we come to this village all the time. We provide them with supplies. Because with the summer fruit festival, we supply them with the freshest fruits that have been grown at Hart Buckler. That's why the festival is happening tomorrow.
How long has this village been here since before you guys started coming?
Well, I think the Hart Buckler village was there first, and then I believe this village came after. I think they just generally used it for some sort of like, what did the humans say? Well, what was it? Oh yeah, some sort of like storage for harvest and for the winter and all, just to make sure they have enough food for the towns and villages of around.
Right, well, our dwarven friend told you everyone's dead. We're going to show you the place where everyone came together, so to speak. And I'm going to take him to the barn. Where
You
we,
see him
had the
kind of,
thing.
when you say that, you see him physically getting a little bit more frightened. And as you take him towards where the barn is and you look inside, there is this mess of goo and mouths and eyes, and he just looks shocked. And you begin to, and you all see him. He is shocked, and then there's tears falling out of his eyes. By the gods, what happened here? You two?
Bruce, I think you should let him down.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, Bruce puts him down. So it's all that's left. Everyone that was here, we buried the only one that wasn't this thing.
I
Disgusting.
A little reassuring that it's
try-
all still here.
Let's try
Just
not to tell him
saying.
about the monster, Bruce. You know.
Oh no. Oh, poor children. Oh, this is terrible. People
could
are
I-
up.
Could I have your attention for 2 seconds, Adwayne? And I'll pull the orbs in pretty close to us and use my quarterstaff to draw in. Is it dust or mud on the ground now?
Mhm.
Where we are?
Where you are, you're at the entrance, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll kind of trace the symbol that we saw on the wall in the cave, on the ground.
He kind of looks
Can
up
you
and then looks down at what you're
recognize?
tracing. Kind of looks at it.
Ever seen that before?
I don't think. Nope. Nope. What is it?
That's a good question.
Well, the thing is, Mr. Zenwin, we found a diary of someone from a place called Candlekeep come to investigate aberrations, undead, that sort of thing. Anyway, the diary seemed to hint that everything was fine until something came back from Hardbuckler and this thing happened. So it's all only lead to go on. That's why we're going, basically.
Oh, I can assure you nothing came from Harbuckler. We are a very jolly and festive town. But please, why don't you come? You seem very tired and exhausted, let me take you to my home. You can meet my wife. She's a lovely lady. She'll cook for you and give you some supper before you get. Well, we've got a nice living space there that you can. Well, for you, he looks at Mokov. You'll be comfortable in there, but the rest of you might have to kind of duck down. But it should be comfortable enough for a shelter. What do you say?
I would feel more comfortable staying outside. You guys can go.
Let's just get to the house first. You can sleep outside the house.
That's an
That would be great. Thank you, stranger. And I'll kind of just nod to everyone, like, just kind of give my idea that he seems all right.
All right.
So, I just want to make sure what exactly happened here. And kind of starts looking at you all a bit suspiciously because of what you.
Oh, I blew it up.
I think he needs a bit more information than that, Aki. But that is actually 100% accurate. Yes, you did.
What did you
Yes.
blow up? The people? He kind of takes a step back.
It was a monster that seemed to have become stronger by killing the people.
What he said.
A monster.
Like
Oh,
a massive goo thing.
And you're saying you killed the monsters?
Yes.
One big one. You know when I said the people all
Remember
came
what the name of the
together?
monster was?
I meant that quite literally.
He kind of looks at you all and kind of looks towards kind of Bryn primarily. He sees these holy symbols and then he looks towards Gray as well. He kind of recognizes these and then he'll say like, all right, I believe you all. Well, what you did, you stopped this creature and perhaps, well, you must have saved the people. Well, if you had not come, then he might have headed to Hardbuckler. I guess you are some kind of heroes, in a sense.
Yeah, well.
I wouldn't call us that, but we try our best.
Or
Bruce looks at the paladin of Tyr and is like, really? As in gesturing to you.
All right. This
pretty
place is
far from heroes.
this place is pretty depressing. Why don't we talk and walk? I think that'd be a good idea. Get your things and your horses. You think I can ride the donkey?
I'll ask her. He stomps off to go and ask Rose if she would allow her, if she would allow him to ride her. Rose, my darling, do you want this little fare to ride on you? You can say no, it's all right.
I think it's okay. He's only little.
Yeah, she says all right.
Oh, wow, that's mighty kind of you. All right. And he kind of climbs on. And as you're riding along, he starts talking. He goes, well, I know it's kind of a sad night, but let me tell you, we definitely got a lovely festival on tomorrow. And we got a lot of competitions with fruits, too. Are any of you good at tossing? Are you good tossers?
Are you asking if we're tossers?
I'm just about.
Oh, yeah. Are you tossers?
Does he mean like, do you want us to kick someone out of your house or something? Do you want us to toss them?
Oh, no. I was talking about fruit tossing. Like,
Oh, there's something that I would like to toss right now.
Yeah,
He said as he's behind him because he's riding the donkey and Morko is riding the cart, and he can't take his voice anymore. He's just moldering very slowly.
Morker and Bruce are on the same page here. Since he's still annoyed, he tried to steal his clothes. The fucking grave robber.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a fruit tossing competition. We also got a fruit crucifix competition where you stand there and try to carry as much fruit as possible. There's a fruit pie eating competition, and also there's a dodge fruit competition. Those are the main competitions that we have. But there's also a lot of wine and ale that you can drink as well. It's going to be beautiful.
Did you say wine and ale?
Mm-hmm. The finest wine and ale from Hardbuckler.
What do you normally win if you win an eating competition?
Well,
Is it unlimited wine and ale?
well, yeah, for the festival day, you can drink as much as you want.
Guys, we need to go.
What's your community like? Are you a village of gnomes or?
Oh, yeah, of course. We are the besties of hard buckler gnomes are out there. We have got the best area. I'll introduce you to everybody. Don't worry. You'll get the opportunity to meet me. First, I gotta introduce you to my wife. And then he continues talking and says, "Oh, you get win fruit baskets. You get more fruits. I think if you win the dodge fruit, you get this. I think it's a good luck nugget. It's like a little golden nugget. It definitely gives you good luck. I think you should participate in those. It'll be good fun. Kind of get your mind off this, solemn. And then kind of quiets down into thinking of which way. And then he goes, well. And then as he continues on and you begin to travel, it takes a couple of about 2 hours before you crest over a hill, and there you see a forest. There is light. It's on the edge of this forest. But as you begin heading down, you begin to see there is a lot of kind of farm fields as well. No, the fences are not too high as well. And as you start entering the woods here, you begin to see that the trees themselves, they're not standard trees. These trees are very, very thick and wide. So they're about 40 feet in length, in diameter. And they're not really that tall, but they're very, very thick. And as you kind of go in, you see some of them kind of chopped down. And then you realize there are stacks of kind of stumps put together. And then you begin to see windows on these stumps. And you begin to realize you've come to, you've arrived at some sort of village. And then he says, "Welcome to Hardbuckler Village. Let me take you to my home. Don't worry." And then people kind of walking around. "Hey, hi Daisy. Don't worry about these folks. They're gonna be guests for the festival tomorrow. Hi Susan. And then you see some people as it's being nighttime.
Hello.
They begin
Hi.
they begin entering their homes and stuff like that, kind of give a nod of acknowledgement. And he takes you to this kind of three-stumped house, which is about maybe 15 feet high, and probably about 40 or 50 feet wide all the way around. And as he takes you, there is a door, but this door is small, and you realize it's very low. "Well, why don't you come inside?" And he kind of knocks on the door, and then he pushes it open, and he goes, "Oh, Texafina, are you in there?"
Hi. Hello. Hi, my sweetheart. How are you been?
"Hello, darling. We got some guests. Come on in. Don't be
my
shy."
God.
But,
I really love guests.
Damn it.
And she kind of like starts walking, and you see this little gnome with kind of orangey hair, with a big tight head on the top, like looking quite sleepy, with a nightgown. And
Oh my God. I can't believe you got such a big case. They're not even gonna fit in our little humble abode.
"Oh, don't worry. I'll take them to the side of a little area where I told them I'll give them a little guest house. They can sleep in there for the night."
All right.
Sleep outside, just saying, it's gonna bang my head off everything, trip over the chairs, the furniture, all that.
"Oh, come on inside. All you need to do is crouch or duck a little. You'll be fine. Come, have a seat. Have some. What would you like to drink? We can give you a little bit of
Yeah.
alcohol.
I'll put the kettle on.
Do you have anything stiff?
Oh,
Yes, please.
I'll get you the good stuff.
You asking my husband if he's got something stiff? What do you mean?
and she kind of like smiles.
Oh,
cheekily.
don't be so.
I'm
don't be
just
don't be
gonna-
like that.
Glare at her and
Oh.
then look away.
Here, darling. I just want to let you know that they've been through a ordeal. Let's just.
Yeah, you smell like poo. Where you been? Look at the state of you. You all so dirty.
Darling, I just wanna stop you there.
Oh,
I got
That's
some
right,
sad
Joe.
news.
I think she's talking to you, Dorothy.
Well, I
oh.
think she's talking to all of us, but thank you for reminding me that I have gone through this horrible place with you. I feel horrible and awful.
Bruce
Ah.
glares at
Get a
Gray.
bath. Do you have something like a bath here?
Oh, not a bad for a girl like you. I'm sorry, but we have the horse trough outside.
I see.
Sorry. I can give you a bucket. And she kind of turns around. Which news do you have? Come with me to the kitchen, sweetie.
Wait a minute, I've got an
Alright.
idea. Aki. Can you use your flame breath to sort of heat up the water in the trough and create an actual bath?
Everything here's kindling.
I was gonna say that's. I'm pretty sure that's wood.
I just mean
Yeah.
blow on the water. I'm not saying sit on the wood.
We should
It's
probably
kind of all.
not.
It's a little
try
all or
it.
nothing. I'm willing to
Good
try.
point.
Oh, all right, darling. Why don't you take the beautiful, this human woman to the back and just give her a little clean up. I'll get these
All right.
I'll get these boys some good drink.
All right. Come with me, you sweet lady.
And she kind of like try to catch your hand, and she's so little next to you, like she cannot almost reach to your hand.
I try to reach down.
All right. Let's go, sweetheart. I'm gonna make you look so pretty, even more pretty than you are now.
Oh well, that's a task. I wish you the best of luck.
And she
All
just
right.
takes your hand and takes
All
you.
right. As you all kind of sit in this warm and homely, you see in this. I'll just describe the house a little bit. As you guys enter, yep, it's only about maybe each room is about maybe 4.5 feet tall, so it's not really that high either. But there are ladders going up, probably to the other stumps above you. There is a fireplace where it's controlled. Some sort of magically controlled kind of flame that's not causing any of the pot, the tiny pot that you see there, bubbles, and the smoke kind of disappears as well. Sorry, Bruce, you were going to say something?
I'm just realizing Bruce is 6.5 feet tall, so he's 2 feet too tall for this place.
Yep. You're crouching. You're almost bending over. Yep.
Aki as well.
Yep.
I think Aki's on his ass and just kind of scooting around. And he's moving around.
Bruce is on his knees.
How tall is the ceiling inside?
The inside's about 4.5 feet tall.
I think we all are just crouched down in some form.
I'm almost
Giants.
even for Morkor, I think he almost cracks the roof with his head almost.
Yeah, it's just they're gnomes. They're tiny, and as you all sit down, he brings you the drink, and you fill your bellies, and you feel homely here, and it's nice. After a while, he escorts you to another stump, huge one. This one seems a little bit taller, so you don't have to crouch down. Morko, you find it comfortable in there, but it's a kind of nice 40 feet wide space. In there, they've put some kind of duvets down and mats for you guys to sleep. And after a little while, you see Dorothy come through the door, and she's all nice and clean. You see that the young woman the young gnome, the female gnome, has stitched up something while Dorothy has been having a bath, and she's now wearing this really 6 foot tall, like long gown, you can see that it's been stitched kind of rapidly and stuff like that, but it's very soft and comfortable. And you all come into this room. He leaves you for the night, and you are all in this small area, cozy, before a night's sleep. You can discuss what you want. Carry on.
Dorothy, you are a vision.
Thank you. I feel much better now. This is really a change of pace. You know, this. I didn't expect things to get so dirty out here, but I feel a little bit more like myself again. I call after Texafina. Thank you, darling. You made the gods work.
That's alright, my sweet, huh? Anything for a girl like you.
Ah,
Good night, y'all.
good night, darling.
Good night.
Well, and I turn to the others again. So what do you think of the situation? I mean, I feel a little bit better, but this village is still pretty curious, don't you think? Everything's so, I don't know.
They're too friendly. I don't
Disgustingly
like it.
friendly, yes.
Well,
Is
you
it
I
not
know,
weird? The diary said
I
after
think they're
being
okay.
here.
yeah. The diary. Well, what did the diary say? Let me check my notes.
It seemed to imply something came from here, but they
It
have
did
no idea
absolutely.
what's going on,
That's right.
and they've
Yeah.
never heard of it, and it's all fine and dandy. And here, eat so much pie. It's weird. People don't
Yeah.
give away pie just and beer and wine and everything as much as you can.
Yeah, that did seem too good to be true. Gray's pretty
It,
disappointed.
it depends on. I suppose it depends on what sort of lives these folk have lived. I mean, if they've lived pretty gentle lives and they got plenty of stuff,
I have a
why wouldn't they?
question. The room that we're in, is the door locked or anything, or is there a door?
Yeah, there's a door. Do you want to go and open it?
I want to just slowly jiggle the handle just to test if it's locked or anything.
You jiggle it, and the door opens.
Then lock us in here, guys. Do you want me to go?
I, I honestly think these are just nice people and we're very desensitized.
Of course, you would say that.
If it's all the same to you, I may sleep out in the cart or near the cart. I don't fit in here anyway.
Is
Well,
there?
I'm willing to take the risk for the party, but
Is there anything shiny in the room?
No, nothing shiny. No, but there is a small little candle that's been lit and left there for you guys.
Anything edible?
Um,
Candle.
not in this place, but you could possibly go back in to the gnome's house and get more food if you want.
Do
He
they
did.
have any flasks or wines or beer or
No.
ale?
Oh well, I guess they've left like a little loaf of bread, and if you guys get package and stuff like that, they're being very, very like gracious hosts to you all. There's some water there for you to drink and stuff like that.
I have an idea if we want to take a look around. Now, we're
I
all a bit conspicuous. If we could find some kind of animal, I've got a little ability where I can sort of go in for a ride in sort of in their head and maybe direct them to have a look around.
Since when could you do that?
About the same time, I realised I could speak to them as well.
my
Well, this is
my,
what a week this has been.
truly.
Well, it's you see me meditate most nights, getting in touch with the natural world. It's what my mum taught me to do, and I've got just a sense for beasts, I suppose. Basically, if I can convince an animal, I touch them, and for the duration of this ability, I can just kind of see through their eyes and hear what they hear, and I can do that for well, how long? About I think about an hour.
do we have any small animals nearby?
Do you want to go search for them?
I need to go out. I want to go out and see the
I'll go
donkeys
out
and the
Mm-hmm.
and
horses anyway, so
You,
maybe I could look around at the same time.
mm-hmm.
while he's doing that, I'm gonna sneak off.
Okay. Um,
Um,
I'm gonna follow Bruce instead.
okay.
Oh, so
um,
all right, you're already leaving. Okay. Well, isn't it
Won't be gone forever.
Aki will go and
amazing?
sit on the roof of the carriage, cross-legged, with his lights around him, and read his book.
Yeah. Bruce, did you drink any tea?
No, Bruce did not drink any tea. He drank some alcohol.
Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, Aki, what
Bru-
did you say you wanted to do?
He'll just go and sit on the roof of the carriage.
Okay.
okay there?
Bryn?
So
um,
yeah.
all I was going to say was just like jokingly to Bruce before he goes that I've just sprouted wings for the first time, but that is weird. That is weird. And then I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Of all of us, I thought would be able to hear somebody's thoughts. Bruce was not my first choice.
Yeah, it's just definitely strange. But on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm shattered.
All right.
Yes.
Dorothy?
Anybody keeping an eye on Vin?
I was gonna suggest that, but maybe. Well, how intensely do we want to do that? Should we do shifts? Then I cannot do it alone.
Oh, I don't think it's so intense. Just be between him and the door, I guess.
All right. Surely you won't move me aside aggressively if darkness takes hold of you again, Bryn, right?
I don't think it's gonna happen again. But let's not tempt anything. I don't want anything to happen in general.
All right. As Bryn
I'll try my
and
best. Time for beauty sleep.
Bryn and Dorothy, you see the door close behind you as the rest of them step out into the Hardbuckler village. Aki, you find yourself walking towards the cart. You see the horses neigh and the donkey neighs as well, I guess. And after a while, you get on top of the cabin and the cart, and you sit there. Yeah, you see this kind of very old gnomish man kind of walking with a pipe in his hand. He kind of looks at you, gives you a little nod of acknowledgement, and then kind of just walks and waddles away past you, and doesn't say anything, and goes and sits by another stump, and there's a chair there, and he kind of just sits there, and just rocking on his chair, smoking away. Bruce and Morcor. Bruce and Morcor, you're both looking for some sort of animal to find, right? I will say make a survival check from the both of you. You can assist each other and give one of you advantage if you want, or do separate checks.
I'll try and help Bruce. How I'm going to.
My survival was good. Got proficiency.
I guess I can try to imitate any animal sound, or maybe try to scare them off to make them come out so that he can get a hold of them. I don't know.
Call.
Yeah.
That'll be fun actually. Make a performance check as well before you get advantage, Bruce.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Just to-
Bruce or me?
Yeah, Morcor do a performance. Okay.
Hey, 11.
I will say yeah, that's sufficient. So yeah, go ahead, Bruce.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Okay. As you Morcor, you start going into these woods looking for some sort of, I don't know, rodent or bird that you can see. You slowly go through, taking deep breaths in this kind of crisp night, and you do see a rodent, but it sees you, and as it does, it stops for a while. You both look at it, and as you take the most slightest step, you crack onto a little stick and you see it run. What would you both like to do?
My spell casting spell casting, haha, to speak to animals. I think it says it doesn't say I have to wait several minutes. It just happens.
So it's fine. For these two spells, you have to cast them ritually. So did you want to ritually speak with animals before you guys entered this situation?
I think he would have
Yeah.
personally.
Okay. In that case, you still see it running away. What would you like to say?
Oh, wait, hang on. I've got food.
He stops, kind of turns around, looks at you. It takes a little bit.
Wait, I have a question. So what when he says that, I just hear him going or something like this.
I like to imagine it's just, this. I think previous I've just been he just speaks and then the animal just sort of makes a noise at me and I understand it. But in this case, it's more like Kronk going like, squeak, 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 and squeaking.
Kronk, yeah.
Squeak, squeak. You hear it, And as it kind of gets close, you see it kind of raise its eyebrows a little bit. You know, if it had eyebrows, and just waiting. You promised
I
him
take
food.
off. I take out I take out, I break off a piece from my ration, like some hard cheese or something, and go, here you go, and I sort of place it on the ground in front of him, and got more where that came from. If you'll stay and do us a favor.
And then you hear him speak for the first time. He says, "What do you want?"
Well, you've got a very resonant voice. I just thought you'd like to know. And Marker just hears squeak, squeak, squeaking.
You gotta be vigilant in these woods. You never know what predators are around.
You're just the mouse I'm looking for.
Why are you looking for me? You gonna eat me?
What? Oh no, no, no! I've already. I don't eat mice. Anyway, my favor. I need you to have a look around this place, just to look around, get a lay of the land. I'm gonna. I've got an ability where I can see through your eyes and hear through your ears. It's completely non-invasive, and you do that for us, I'll give you a big old chunk of this. And you hold up a bit of hard cheese.
It's hard to find food in this place. I'll need more from you.
I give him. I will. I go. All right then. I give him a whole ration, which I'm pretty sure is twice the size of this mouse.
Jesus.
Now,
I
expect.
Morkur raises a brow and he's like, "Wow, that's a tough bargain."
Yeah, I know he's pretty hard negotiator here. Squeak, squeak, squeaking.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take this for now, and once we're done, I need more.
Listen, Mr. Mouse, I'm giving you a day's worth of rations for me.
Do you
your
think it's going
mouse.
to last? It's not going to last. Do you understand? There's always other
I don't-
rodents out here trying to take my food.
I know, but I don't think you understand. I'm giving you enough of a ration that would feed me for a day.
You know what? I got a better offer. Why don't you feed me forever? Take me with you.
All right, on one condition.
What's that?
Whenever I need you to do a job, you say yes, sir, and then I'll feed you.
I'll never call you sir, but if you feed me, I'll do the job.
I think we have ourselves a deal. I hold out a finger to shake his little paw.
He stands up a little bit, uses his little paw. You can see him kind of just grab it.
Takes my finger, we shake.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Morkur can't help but just laughing his ass off while he sees the little finger.
Oh, that's great. That really is.
You as you kind of get closer and shake his hand, you see him. He's a battle worn rodent. He's got a little bit of scars around. Yeah, he's a tough rodent.
So, is he a mouse or is he a rat?
Yeah, make a fate roll. If it's above 11 to 20, he's a rat. If it's 9 to 1, he's a mouse.
I hope he's a rat. Here we go.
The rat
It's
it
a
is.
rat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big rat. Isn't
It's
it?
pretty big.
A
rat called-
What's your name, sir? I plop on my shoulder.
They call me. Damn, I have to think of an epic name. They call me Steel. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh no, not Steel. That's it.
copyright, copyright.
Wait, they
claim.
call me.
Oh, could I name him?
Yeah,
Please
go
do
ahead.
name him.
Go on then. What do you want to name him?
Well, you see, listen. I understand most animals don't necessarily have names. I'm going to call you Reapy Cheap.
Reapy Cheap.
The name named for a great rat hero of a fable I once read.
Don't know what the fuck that means, but I like it.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right,
Reapy Cheap it is.
Right. Morka, this is Reapy Cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See him
Did
just
you-
standing there, looking at you.
Reapy Cheap. This is Morka.
I extend him one finger too.
He looks at you and says, "I ain't no making no other deals. Twist that finger, I'll
It just-
bite him.
He just wants to shake your hand and say hello. It's what we two-leggers do.
Well, do I look like a two-legger?
That's fair. Morka, rats don't communicate that way, apparently. No one did it for me. It's a bit rude.
Look. Well, okay then.
I mean,
Yes.
he's rude. You're doing fine.
No, I know. I'm lovely. Can we get to business now?
Yeah, okay. I might be safer if we go and do this in our rooms. Save you guarding me on your own. Because I've got to, I'm going to be out of it for a bit.
I came exactly to look at you and, watch over whatever you're trying to do. Not that I don't trust you, it's just that came out kind of suddenly. Well, if you're not going to stop me, I'm going to watch over you while you do whatever you're trying to do.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
Never mind. We'll just do it right now. I get down. I crouch. I sort of kneel down, cross legs, and I use my. I think it's beast sense is what it's called.
You guys see the ritual. 10 minutes later.
Right.
How does this describe what happens? Because this is the first time you're
Right.
using it.
So, as he meditates on 10 minutes, his consciousness kind of just goes shoo, and I'm now kind of hitching a ride in Reapy Cheap's head. So I'd be like a voice in his head essentially, and I can see and hear everything he sees and hears. But it doesn't say I have any kind of control. So I'm just gonna leave that up to you. It's more like I'd be kind of like, "Hey, go over there. I want to check that out," and he hears me.
Is it 100 feet range? Is that what it is?
So okay, casting time 1 action, range, touch, components, spoken, duration, concentration up to 1 hour. So it doesn't have a range on it, it just works for an hour.
Okay. All right.
How far can a rat travel in an hour, that kind of thing, and then it'll be like, shoom, I'm back again.
No problem. I will say let's so he goes around the whole village. Make a perception check. And I'll
Of
describe
course.
in his travel what he sees.
What does a rat pay attention to? Well, I'll be paying attention to it as well, so. Normal, good. I'm not going to roll with advantage by accent this time.
And I'll play the perfect music for this. Are you ready?
What do I see when he kind of goes into trance?
I'm just kind of, I'm kind of just like sitting cross-legged, hands on my knees, and my eyes are closed. And if you could poke me or push me over, I don't react.
Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just looking over if everything goes fine or.
Just a quick
Anything
question, Mo. Will he be using the senses of the rat? Yeah, right?
It would be the animal's perception, yeah.
Yeah, so then you have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, as
shall
a
I-
rat. Yeah, they have a keen smell. They have had advantage on wisdom perception checks on the smell. So I imagine being a little rat, he's using his smell to guide itself around all the time.
The relationship between Andy and advantage rolls,
Yeah, well, it's advantage day. What can you say? He's good.
Okay,
No,
I
better.
doubt a rat's wisdom modifier is +4 or anything like that. So just take off whatever you need. I'll roll perception again.
Yeah, it's +0.
Okay, so I got if it's a +0, then I have a 17 is my best one.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty good.
As the rat begins moving, you see it going around the village, slowly, kind of going through the bushes. Aki, you see this strange rat kind of running across the floor, going towards one of the houses. Bruce, you see the rat look towards Aki and then start scurrying away much quicker. You see it kind of.
Don't worry about me. He's a friend.
You see him get to one of the houses, and you see the house door is slightly open, so he peeks inside. In there, you see a gnomish woman, and then you see several gnome kids that kind of run around, and you hear, "Oh well, you gotta get in bed now. It's too late. You can't be running around playing like that." And then the kids going, "No, we want to play more." And you see the kid.
I want to play more. This is sucks. This is great. I really want to play. Come on, man.
And he kind of looks at that for a moment and then kind of steps away, goes underneath this old man's chair where you hear a fart come out.
Jesus, your nose is really sensitive, Creepy Chip.
Yeah, you eat it. Pretty much.
He kind
I'm
of
sorry.
scurries past that and comes to another kind of establishment where you see none of the lights are on apart from a candle at the top. So he begins scurrying up against the wall, up onto the box of the tree, and he kind of gets to this window. The window itself is kind of greenish tint. All the windows here are kind of this greenish glass, and he kind of looks inside, and then you hear this another gnomish man and woman, and you hear, "Darling, I'm gonna make love to you like I've never made love to you before. I'm gonna make
You said that last time and it was a flop.
baby
I
you."
hope you're ready this time.
Okay, hold on a minute, Reaper Chip. Let's see how this goes.
I'm ready for you, baby.
You know
And
what? Never mind. Let's go.
All right. Right on, boy.
and then you see him kind of scurry down. He scurries down and he goes to another home where you see just this a bunch of gnomish women, and they're all just kind of just standing there giggling and laughing. You see a bunch of baskets around already filled with loads of different fruits, and he begins smelling it and starts going closer and closer to all these kind of fruits and stuff like that.
Wait, be careful. Be careful.
But it so smells great in here.
I know it smells amazing when I'm in your head, but it's so tempting.
As he steps inside, he finds himself inside. You hear them. Oh my God! There's a rodent. Take it out!
Oh, it's a bloody rat. Get the brush, girl.
You see him trying to hit and smack them, but he begins kind of rolling and dodging and weaving past all these ones. Sorry, I don't know why it stopped. My bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Nope, wrong one.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's turned into a battle.
Oh no!
Sorry.
And then you see him kind of rolling over, and then after that you see him just scurry out the house. And as he goes back and comes back to you, there are other houses as well, but this he finds this too erratic, and he comes scurrying afraid back to you. And as you he comes back to you, and kind of just stands there and sits. Moko, you see the rat come back.
Reaper Chip. Okay, I just I undo the spell.
Yeah, but before you do, like, Reapy Chip, what he sees is Morker with a stick. Like, kind of slowly trying to, like, to poke you in the temple. I'm not sure if when you're about to come back, if you're going to come back is...
Okay. Okay. The Reapy Cheap arrives, and just before he leaves, if it gets out of his head, Reapy Cheap, you're truly worthy of the name of the fabled hero that I named you for. And I just go back out of the rat, and I'm back. Morker.
Okay.
Will you poke at me with a stick?
As I said, I don't know how this works. I didn't know when you were supposed to come back, so I was kind of getting worried.
Well, I'm just kind of winging it right now. I don't know how Aki feels. Alright, Reapy Cheap. You're in our crew now. Come with me, I point him on my shoulder.
Yeah. Wait, is he joins the group?
Yeah.
Another?
You say this like it's a surprise, Morker.
We are not going to have enough rations for everybody eventually. Come on, let's go back.
Well, when he's a rat, how much can he eat? I'm going to give the horses to a farm, and he's just walking back there, and the conversation tails off.
Okay. And as you both head back to the little place that you have been given to rest, great. What was it that you would like to do? You stepped away from the house, from your home. The other two went to the left. Aki went towards the caravan. What did you want to do?
I want to go towards what looks like the biggest, hopefully the most important building. I want to see if there's like a chief in charge or something like that.
Okay. You do see a massive tree, which looks like it's been hollowed out. There's plenty of windows and rooms around. It looks a bit more prominent than the rest of the kind of stumped houses that you see. Definitely the biggest tree in this village, and yeah, you begin approaching it. You see some people out walking about. They see you, kind of nod. They don't seem to be afraid of you, or anything like that. Um, and yeah,
I would like to ask one of them a question then.
all right. What would you say?
Hey, do you guys happen to have like a merchant around here, a shop? Just anyone that sells like trinkets or maybe some armor?
Uh, have you realized it's all 1:30 in the morning? Are you crazy? What do you think you're gonna buy at this time? And who are you anyway? And why are you so big?
Um, that's an excellent question, my friend. Well, my name's Bruce. Um,
Bruce, Bruce, what a weird name.
yes, it is. It's a very weird name. My mom was, I don't know what she was thinking when she gave me that name.
He's very funny. Just laugh. He might hurt us. Yeah.
But well, you see, it's just I just listen. Is there a shop around here or not? If you guys can't point me in the right direction,
It's
I,
1:30 in the morning. You're not gonna find any shop. I suggest you go to sleep. There is a big festival going on tomorrow, and that's when we need you to have fun. And you're not gonna have fun if you haven't slept. Are you inebriated?
inebriated.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my common is not that good.
How is your Elvish?
I'm a gnome. What do you mean, my elvish? I don't know. Just a smile, love. And he looks to the gnome.
She's just smiling there with a big smile. She's not even said anything to you.
In that case, then I'm gonna look at them one more time and just ask them. What do you guys know about? What was the village's name that we were in, by the way, earlier?
Which way? Which way village?
The village that we were. Oh, Which Way Village? That was
Mhm.
called.
Mhm.
What do you guys know about Which Way Village? What can you tell me about them?
He looks to her.
It's a really good place. It's a nice village full of tall people, and they use it more for like farming and keeping the hay and kind of storing things in there. Yeah, it's a nice place. I like it, but I don't like leaving my home that often. My village, I stay around here. That's what is safer for us. Yeah.
Okay, one more question before I let you guys go.
Okay. Just answer. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Would you mind just pretending you didn't see me?
What are you gonna give me?
I'm gonna take my whip and crack it against a tree.
Oh God, you're gonna hurt our trees. Yeah, of course. I'll pretend I see you. I haven't seen you.
All right, now get out of here.
Okay.
No.
Oh, let's go.
And start running like fucking it. Booking it.
I'm gonna go into the big tree now.
All right. You see, there's a door. No one up.
Do I hear anything against the door?
No. It's very late at night. And there's no lights as well.
I don't think there's anything gonna benefit from going in here. I'm just gonna go back to the group, and I'm gonna go sleep up in the tree instead of inside.
Okay. And you climb up onto the stump, and you begin looking out to this wonderful kind of village here. And as you do, you rest your head looking up into the sky, and slowly, as you all enter back into the tavern, and did anyone else want to do something before you fall into a long rest?
Morkur is going to he heads back in with Bruce. I guess he either explains what we have done. Well, not much. We haven't discovered much, but we have done stuff, I guess. And after that, he's going to head out and
find a quiet place where to train
All right.
and meditate.
No problem.
Mm.
And as you all find your
Um,
own. Sorry, Aki, go ahead.
I was going to say, you said the old kind of portly gnome who wandered past me sat down quite nearby. I think Aki would slip down off of the top of the wagon and go and sit with him and see if he can talk to him about any inks or drawing equipment that he might be able to get, since it's paper or parchment and they seem to be big into trees.
As you approach him and you kind of sit down, he kind of raises his bushy eyebrows, one of them just up, so you can just barely see you with his eye. And as you sit next to him, firstly he reaches to the side and pulls out a pipe and puts some sort of tobacco in there and gives it to you. And you hear him mumble something under his breath. A real. He kind of gives it to you. And then he's just.
Excellent tower.
And you see him smoking. And then he reaches down. For him, it's a kind of big bottle, but for you, it looks like a tiny one. And he takes a big swig and passes the bottle to you.
Yes.
And then he kind of settles down and continues, kind of puts it to the side and continues to smoke. But he doesn't say anything, just rocking in his chair.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say talking to him is a pretty worthless idea. So we'll just smoke and drink our way until unconsciousness.
And as you do, you kind of look towards him, and you look and you see him. The pipe is already rested on his chest, and you hear him.
You're muted.
Bottle back. He's not going to need it.
And as you take the last swig of this bottle, you feel the warmth down your chest, even though you feel warm most of the time. But it's comforting. And you all find yourselves in sanctuary somewhere, in a place where you feel comfortable, despite what has happened tonight.
Actually,
Oh,
sorry, Mo.
that's all right.
About that,
Mhm.
Morcor, he has been like when in the scene with Bruce, for example.
Mhm.
It was one of the first times he ever joked or openly laughed with somebody of the party.
Yeah.
But it was also kind of nervously doing so because he's still pretty rocked by the experience at the Witchway Village. And during the training, he uh, because he goes to train whenever he feels a bit too overwhelmed by stuff in general, emotions and similar by life, I guess. Um, he gets a little bit too much into it, and before getting to sleep or before meditating, he has to mend his right hand because he kind of rocked it a bit too hard against like a piece of wood or whatever. Uh, and yeah, if like, and also he would like it wouldn't make a ruckus about it, but being a bit too much into it, it would like not quite shout, but almost close to it to take out, the stress, the anger.
Your knuckles are sore. They're bleeding. And as you sit against the tree that you have been training on, you begin wrapping the bandages around this sore knuckle, thinking about what you have just said, about every moment that has just passed, the little laughter that you just had, but still the sad moments of what had happened in the village. And as you kind of look and rest your eyes feel heavy. You are getting a lot tired. And with that moment, you all begin to rest. And as you do, we will take a break.
Oh, wow. Cool.
All right. So, for those out there watching, we will be back in 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
And
roughly. Don't time us. We know we are bad with the time.
yeah, stick with us, and we'll see what happens when they join the festivals when they wake up. All right. See you in a bit.
All right. See you soon. Ciao.
we're back. Thank you for coming back and waiting for us, and we'll jump back
Yeah.
straight into the game. So,
Yeah, let me just say, while you get ready, that is always a pleasure to have you guys watching from home. It makes us really happy that you're joining our little community. It's really good. Thank you.
thank you
Hola.
so much. All right, let us go in. And okay, so as you all rest for the night, it's comfortable, nice, warm places. For some of you, feel the cold a little bit, but the sun begins to rise, and um, Morcor, when you wake up, you realize that there are. You got like a couple of bird shit on you from the tree above you. Aki,
No problem. I'm used to it.
when you begin to wake up, you see that there's a lot of birds on you and animals. But when you wake up, they begin to kind of fly off away. Um,
Like, just like to punch one.
and the rest of you all waking up to the sound of carts moving outside and a lot of people talking, and you think they're waking up and to kind of set up with the festival. And as you all begin waking up, it's a beautiful morning and Hardbuckler. And as
bloody hell,
you
where am I?
Mhm.
That's just Bruce like, ah. Because he doesn't know what Bruce saw.
All right. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, Bruce, you woke it up.
Oh, he sees the note Bruce left for him. It's a short one, so he's able to read it. Oh, bloody hell! And that's that. Everyone in the room sees that Bruce now is looking very kind of.
Oh, are you?
Well,
with us
I'm
again?
not there yet. I'm walking back to the hut, home, whatever. Yeah.
You step
I'll,
inside.
Call down
Yeah?
my sword.
Do I see Bruce being startled or whatever?
You see him kind of looking like, oh, okay, we seem to be all okay. And, right.
Bruce, is
Oh,
there
oh.
anything wrong?
Oh, Mork, sir. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just, yes, I'm fine. Because I don't
You
believe
sure? Yeah.
he's not explained to Morker what goes on, has he?
No.
Morker, you haven't noticed me behaving differently at any points, have you?
You mean while we were fighting?
Fighting, and then after, and mannerisms and such.
Yes, something, but there was no time to ask in the moment. You know, fighting takes priorities normally.
Sure. Right, well, I suppose I should tell you then. When we fight, if I'm pushed too far, I go away, and I don't come back unless the other one is tricked into drinking some tea, or we sleep, just a long sleep, and then I'm back, and I don't know what happened between then and now. I have a note that says, what does it say? Fought big chunky motherfucker. You're safe now. And signed, Bruce. I'm assuming it was that big red monstrosity thing.
So
yeah, that kind of tracks.
Oh, good morning, Bryn.
Morning.
So he's saying that he completely blacks out while fighting, and then he wakes up not remembering anything that happened while, you know.
To the best
You're
of my
full of surprises, Bruce, you know?
I thank you.
Bruce, you begin to feel something rummaging next to you as a rat pops his head out.
Oh my god, it's adorable.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Damn it. What was his name again?
His name is Reapy Cheap.
What was it?
Reapy Cheap.
Well, You see, Bruce, yesterday, around evening or whatever, we went out and you said to have acquired a new skill in, I don't know, communing with animals again.
Yes, that's right. I can do that now. Oh, are you saying I've befriended this thing?
Apparently so.
Oh, does he have a name?
He's called Reapy Crack, Reapy Chip, something.
Oh, Reapy Cheap, like the character from that fable I was read to once. Oh, hello, Reapy Cheap. He's just giving a little scratch.
Yes, I'm happy to celebrate your newly acquaintance again. But apparently there are already some activities going around outside, so we should get ready and, take a look outside.
For brevity's sake, I'm assuming people fill up Bruce in on that. We're now in Hardbuckler, the place we talked about that we're going to investigate. So, so we won't delay too much with that. He's like, oh my, maybe the other one might be better suited for this sort of thing. Whatever, we'll see what we can do.
At this point,
When you come out, you see Aki's got his foot stuck in that entirely too small chair that he tried to stand up out of and got a fright with all the birds. So he's kind of hopping up and down trying to get this thing off without breaking it. Morning, Bruce.
Do you require some help?
Is that a rat?
Oh yes, apparently this is Reapy Cheap.
Is he one of us again?
Again? Oh, well, he certainly is now. Aren't you, Reapy Cheap? He's scratching him sitting on his shoulder.
As you every time you go in for a scratch, he gets his hand and pushes your hand away.
Oh, so unfair.
Bruce looks a bit sad at that.
I like this one, Bruce.
Oh, of course you would.
Can you help me with this thing? I'm gonna break it.
Oh, yes, alright then. He yanks it off and just kind of goes like... Oh.
Oh. Trying to avoid that. Never mind.
He just throws him away and...
Just gonna put the pipe down carefully on top of the sticks and walk away.
Gray, you wanted to do something?
Could I have, while I was sleeping last night, or like before I went to sleep last night, could I have whittled that stick from Worker?
You want to carve a stick out for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say make a...
With my dagger.
Make a performance or
maybe a mix of dexterity and survival. I don't know.
Maybe straight dexterity because like technique and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I will think that too.
Sure, finesse, right? Yeah, why not? Make a straight dex check.
Strength dex check. Okay. So dex first.
No,
Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, natural 20.
Yep. No, that's
Damn.
Amazing.
That's a good stick.
You wake up.
Good stick.
I was planning on making a really crappy one, but I guess we got this.
Failed from success.
A +1 quarterstaff. It's
I will
it's now magic.
Yeah, I will say when you jump down, you take the stick with you, and before you present it, why don't you describe what this stick looks like?
So I know that in the last fight he had a quarterstaff when he fought the monster and it got destroyed. So I wanted to make him something nice. So I carved out a quarterstaff. It's going to be 2 feet taller than he is. It's going to be about a 6-foot quarterstaff because I'm assuming he's 4 feet. I want on both ends, I want to carve in just intricate designs, and I want to write in Elvish on the handle.
He's thinking hard.
I know. Gray is my favorite.
Okay.
Something similar.
Or no, I'm gonna put Stripe. Stripe is my favorite.
All right.
And then yeah.
You all see Gray step inside with a staff in his hand.
Hey, Morker, you wouldn't believe what I.
Yes.
So I know during the last fight you lost your quarterstaff. So, I'm just gonna toss it at him.
And as you grab it, it feels perfect. So perfectly balanced, the weight, and you look at all the writing, and you also see elven writing on it, and it's it feels like just like your old staff, maybe even better.
You did this?
Yeah, I don't know. I was starting to think, and I kind of owe this group a lot, and this is gonna make us even. Don't worry about the rest of you guys. I'll get you all back eventually.
Well, I can't say I'm not surprised. Thank you very much, Gray.
No problem.
I kind of try to start to spin it in my hand. I just need to get a stripe, wink wink, and attach it to my back.
Yeah. But anyways, I hear there's some competitions. Maybe there's some prize, some gold for us to win today. Don't you guys think?
I do like the sound of gold.
And as you
And
all
the sound of pie.
and all these thoughts come into your head, but at the moment you see the door open and a bunch of small gnome girls walk in, start running in, giggling, and they go to Dorothy. They approach you, and all of a sudden they start giving you a little like dandelion kind of like a headband as well, and giving you like little petals around your neck and stuff, and they start kind of pulling you and lifting you. Come on, why didn't you come out?
Yay! Come on with
Everything's not
us. You might
impressed.
be the fruit monarch of the festival. Yay! Let's make it the biggest fruit crown. Come on, girls.
Ooh, okay, well, sure, little children. That sounds like a title.
I'll
Finally,
just shout, "Good luck,
someone would treat
Dorothy."
me right.
And as you all begin
Huh?
stepping outside, you see this whole bustling village full of maybe 70 to 80 gnomes around, all moving, lugging a cart full of fruits. You see people making setting up like the competition areas. You see one big circular kind of fence, and around the fence there are setting up catapults filled with fruits around as well. And you hear them chanting out. So you hear one of them say, "Well, anyone want the crucifix fruit? Crucifix, please come here and sign up." And then you hear another person saying, fruit pie competition. Tasty fruit pie, all you can eat if you can handle the heat." And then you hear another person saying, "Oh, Tarsus, who's the Tarsus? Who's got the biggest arm here? You see over here, this is, let me get a name. This is Kisser. And you see this kind of gnome here, champion of the fruit tossing competition." And you see a gnome, right? He's all kind of flexing and stuff, and you realize only one of his arm is huge. The rest of it kind of looks normal. And he's just kind of flexing this one arm, just.
Wank.
What do you think he uses that arm for?
Hey, I was gonna say Mork or Aki. Why don't you go shake that hand?
Well, I was going to say we may have an unfair advantage in the strength test, but I don't think so now.
All right.
He surely does a lot of practice, apparently.
Yeah, one arm push-ups. Am I right?
Definitely. And as you all kind of see this happening, you begin joining into the festivity, drinking food and stuff like that, and you see the competitions are about to start. So, I will say, in order of these competitions, let's start with the fruit tossing competition. Who would like to participate? Dorothy, you are also there. Don't think that you're not around. You see them all pampering you up and dressing you really well. Some they bring out like a kind of a fruit dress that they make you wear, made of like some sort of orange peels and stuff like that. But it's very, very citrusly
Ew, what?
smell.
Yeah, and you
Mo-
got like a little.
Mo-
Oh, sorry, you go, Matt.
No, don't worry, Cisco.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So they made for you this little crown that is made of grapes intertwined with a little thread. So you got like a diadem of grapes as well on top of your head.
Okay, that's cute. But making me wear orange peels? I don't know about that.
I would like to take one grape.
She goes,
No, don't touch the crown. You crazy.
Yeah,
But I'm
what
Stop
are you
it.
doing?
I'm hungry. It looks so good.
Well,
You
then
cannot
join
eat the
another...
fruit from the crown.
Yeah, join an eating contest. I plan to do that as well, but you know, this is an ornamental creation from these children. You gotta respect that.
I can
Yeah,
respect it more with my
Kelly-
stomach.
Kelling was doing it all evening yesterday. You have to respect it.
Yeah. Well.
Come on, let's go. Let's play.
and they start
More,
running around you.
All right. Who's doing the fruit tossing competition?
Sorry, Mo. I have a question. How, like, what's the size of the village? Like, are we talking about like Shire size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
pretty
because I thought that Dorothy was like dragged away by the small children, like adorning her and stuff. But I guess she's still with her. I mean, with us.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, can we like? I guess we got into a square because I guess the main festivities or challenges are taken there, and like we can see the entire square. Like it's not so big, or like most of the village anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have kind of a view. Like we can look around and see most
Yeah.
most people around. Okay,
Right.
just
Yep,
to be
yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morkur
Okay.
is going to keep an eye around for anything, like
Suspicious.
sticking out. Yeah, sticking
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Very suspicious.
All right. Okay. So as Moko kind of stands there, kind of being on guard. Bryn, you said you want to toss? All right. Aki, you tossing?
David and myself.
If we do one competition, can we join others, or is it just
Yeah. No. You can try them all.
Let's
It's up to
go. Let's go by one by one, and then you all decide
If you wanna
if
join
he wants to join, and then we'll do another one after. You know, like to.
you. All right.
So far we have Bryn, only.
Bryn, Aki. Did you say
Come
you're
on,
joining?
guys, have some fun. A little.
Fine,
nonsense,
I'll toss a watermelon at
Yeah,
someone.
okay. Yeah, okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
You forget to do them all.
Ray.
Dorothy, Moko, you tossing?
No, I'm looking at. No, I'm looking around.
I want to
Okay.
be adorned.
Okay.
Adored.
All right. And as you sit
All right.
there watching, the rest of you line up, and you see there's this kind of a long kind of path that they've made, and there's a flag of where you can see the furthest it's being tossed. And you look to it, and you see it. It's about 65 feet.
It's rather respectable distance.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Above game, it makes good tactical sense. At least one of us is actually paying attention to the job we're doing for.
Yeah.
All right, and you also see you also. Mhm.
You see the little gnome like moving. It doesn't make any noise, but he makes the noise with it when he moves. Like he steps.
And he steps up. All right, who wants to go and toss first fruit?
All right. I'll
Nope,
toss
up.
the first fruit. not to make
It
you
seems
feel
that
scared.
the scaly gentleman over here raised his hand first. Why don't you wait and let's see what he can do. All right. Oh, just forget, before the winner of this tossing competition will receive, and he reveals under this kind of cloth a different variation of fruits. These look very exotic fruits. They seem to be some sort of kind of mangoes, out of character mangoes, dragon fruit, very kind of lychees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
Pistalis, rambutan.
Yeah.
You got like all weird, unusual fruits.
Yeah.
Morker, I'll bet you.
These-
I'll
these-
bet you 3 gold that Aki can't toss it further than 25 feet.
It's a lot of tropical fruit for a temperate climate.
Yeah. Well, the fruit that you see around, it seems to be a lot of kind of normal fruits that you get here, apples, pears, and stuff. But this one basket is very different.
Oh, imports.
Imports. All right. Aki, please. This is going to be an athletics check. You roll d20, your athletic score, and we'll see what you roll from there.
Go on, Aki, you can do it.
You hear Gerbo saying, I hope you throw really bad because that basket got my name on it like every year.
5 gold says he can't toss it more than 35 feet.
Much to you.
All right.
Nursing a slight hangover.
It was all the pipe.
So Aki, you pick up this this a pear. It seems kind of sturdy in your hand, and you flex your arms. You get ready, and then as you throw, you see it. You feel like it's going far, but it just goes a few feet forward, maybe about 10 feet before it goes.
And
Oh, well, that was an impressive throw. Why don't we see, yeah, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. He comes to you. Don't worry about it. And kind of well, you gentlemen, why don't you have a go? And he kind of points towards you, Gray. Your turn. There's a variation of fruits. What do you pick up? Think about like apples and pears around that size. Oranges.
Wow, Aki didn't throw over 10 feet a fucking orange. Jesus.
Aki, it would have been better if you picked the dragon fruit. You should have thrown that. You'd have better.
I don't think the fruit cares.
And you don't know that.
All right, Gray. What are you throwing?
I will take an apple.
All right. Nice crisp apple you see now in your hand. So it looks delicious. You could just take a bite out of it. It's pretty good. No tampering with the fruit. You gotta throw it.
Yeah. Watch this. It's athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
11.
All right.
You're not doing so hot.
This time, you see Aki's pair, and you think, no way, you're gonna go far beyond that. You begin to take a toss, woof, and you throw it, and as you do, it goes past Aki's fruit, but just by another 5 feet, so he lands 15 feet.
I'm gonna
We can throw farther than this.
I'll look at Aki in at least a few years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to try next.
Please go ahead.
I'll pick up like maybe just a nice weighty apple that I can find, and I'm just try and like bowl it and just kind of chuck it. And I'd like to use my inspiration on this mainly because we all seem to be rolling crap.
Okay, go ahead. Make an athletic check with advantage.
This seems like the perfect time to use inspiration.
Go ahead.
All right.
16.
Oh, a lot better, much more direct, and you see it go zooming past both Aki and Gray's fruits, and it lands about 32 feet. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Then he looks. We'll give the pleasure for the reigning champion to go ahead and toss his fruit. Go ahead. And you see a lot of people like clapping. Woo! Let's
Yeah, Gerbo. And he looks at you. Yeah, we are a local town. No interlopers will win the contest. And he grabs like this huge pineapple that is almost twice his head. And he's like, "Roar!" And you notice that he is kind of raging as he does that, actually.
Okay.
Wow.
And he will do a roll. Let's see. Wow! Yes! That's a 24, 25. No, you 24, yeah? You said I was a plus 5, right?
Athletics.
Zoom! You just see this thing just
Oh,
Drugs.
past everything, almost reaching to his personal best throw, where he hits about 55 feet and lands. You see a couple of gnomes kind of land and put a flag of where you guys have thrown your little fruits and stuff like that. Oh, it seems like he's gonna win again. Good throw.
Oh, yeah. I told you that basket had my name. Gerbo.
And you see a lot of gnomes getting the basket and start taking it towards him. And he goes, "Oh, hold on. I think we got one more person. Oh, that green fella over there. Yeah, go ahead. Pick a fruit."
Oh, righto.
And you see a lot of them just feel like you're just throwing it just for the sake of it. And
But he's green. That's cheating. You cannot be the color of the fruit to throw fruit.
okay.
Well, I'll have you know, you racist prick, I'm going to be picking up a dragon fruit, which is not green.
All right, that's fair. Damn it.
All right.
Bruce, you can do it.
Are you raging?
Okay. I'm not going to rage this one. I will use an inspiration point, though.
Fair enough.
Oh.
You remembered.
You know, I need to roll a natural 20 to beat him. He's got a plus
Really?
11 for
No.
athletics. Well, yeah, you got 11 and a 19, and you got a 30 overall.
No, it's not that anyway.
Dorothy,
No, it's
maybe
not.
you should
Yeah, he's not proficient. He's 24.
wish
24.
Brucey some luck, don't you think?
Yeah, the plus
Oh.
5.
I'm gonna nudge her, like, wish him some
Yeah.
luck.
You're right. Bruce, you got this. Good
Okay.
luck, darling.
Quick, blow him a kiss. Really inspire him.
Okay,
I
so
do. I cast Bardic Inspiration.
All right. You receive a bardic inspiration that you can also use.
I want to dick this guy. I really want to dick this guy. So I'm going to use my standard inspiration point, the bardic inspiration, and I want to use that D10 inspiration you gave me. Can I do this?
You can't stack the D10 and the D6 inspiration, but
Fair
you can
enough.
pick one or the other. You know.
I mean,
All right.
You can have the
see that,
advantage,
and
you can
yeah.
also add the D10 or the D6, one or the other.
I will
You
use
see, Gerbo looks. Sorry, and there you go.
I'll use the D10, but Bruce will look to Dorothy, and she'll go, "Oh, and does this? I'll do my best." Right, here we go.
You can.
They're
you can do
using
this, Bruce.
witchcraft. I saw her. She's done something. It's not fair.
That's called true
When-
love. You wouldn't know.
No.
When Bruce throws this, Aki's gonna do thaumaturgy to do a thunderclap and make it look epic.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna roll a natural one. Okay, we ready?
Oh, I thought you were going to
Goes up. Goes for it. Come on!
Okay.
D10, 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 D10.
D10, D10, D10.
Come
D10.
on. Come on.
Gotta find the dice roller thing.
Come on, please.
I mean, yes, plus 7. Plus
Critical.
14.
Oh wow! With a 23?
Oh, damn it! Close one off.
Wait, is that right?
Gerbo!
That is a 16. That's a base 16 plus 7 plus 7, no?
No,
Wait,
he's added these
Brucey
plus
forgot
7.
to rage.
The 16's already got that. I use my inspiration point rather than raging, which amounts to the same thing.
Oh.
Ah,
As you
Although this
throw
dice-
it, and the loud boom noise comes from Aki from behind. Everyone is with their eyes wide open as Bruce sends this dragon fruit. You see it flying in the air. Its purple colors just the skin of it kind of peeling away through the air of the intensity. And as it lands, you all see it. You all think, and you even see the worry on the champion's face before it kind of lands. just behind the pineapple he threw.
By Jove. Oh well, it was bloody close.
All right.
I walk up to the champion and I say, "Good show, old boy," and I go to shake his hand.
Gerbo! He kind of shakes your hand and he gives you this little bunch from his fruit basket. He gives you a little bunch of red currants. Yeah, you've done well, boy. Take your red currants.
Oh, thank
gift.
you. You're a good sport.
Yeah,
Sorry.
tell them Gerbo gave it. Gerbo! And all the crowd start going, yeah!
All right.
You are amazing.
I munch on the car. Munch on the he gives me.
I lost to a
With
man.
the thunder, like when the thunderclap happened, Morkor was not, like as they said, he wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
He was just kind of scanning around to look for anything out of place.
That freaked you out.
It freaked me out, of course. But then, because in the back of his head, he knows that the moment like people get distracted and there's distractions on the way, that's the prime moment for like suspicious people to do their stuff. So the moment he turns to see what the fuck is going on at the throwing contest, the tossing contest, he turns back again. And can I roll an perception check to see if I noticed anything?
Go ahead.
I will say it this way. So as you see the competition happen, the days kind of going by. You see a lot of people kind of walking around, so and talking and stuff like that. Yeah, make the perception check, and I'll give you what you hear over here and stuff.
Oh my god! Look, damn! Fuck.
While
You don't know. You don't know how the dice rolled. You don't know how he was about to tip to the 20, and then he clashed against like the board of the table and remained on the 2. I was like, fucking damn it!
Matt, do you have inspiration?
Nah, I'm not going to use this.
You're not gonna use it?
Yeah, I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay.
Watch it. Natural
That's a
one.
D8.
Natural one.
That's shut up. 5.
Wow. Could I add something more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, as you are looking around and trying to perceive for any shady people or anything, at some point this little girl, like a little gnome girl, blonde curly locks, and she's got like all this, like similar to Dorothy, some kind of fruit crown as well. And she looks towards you, and you can see that she is not really speaking. She just taps you and starts making signs with the hands, and he kind of like gives you this candied apple, you know, like a. She
Well.
smiles.
Thank you, darling. I'll take a bite.
As you take a bite, it's a beautiful apple, and the caramel is just perfect and everything. And she kind of gestures to you that is a gift from her because you are serious. So she makes the sign like.
Oh, I go like and I kind of pat her on one shoulder. Thank you very much. It's delicious.
You see a gesture that she wants to give you a kiss.
Oh, I at that point I kind of roll my eyes a little bit and I just bend towards her to.
And she
To
gives you
receive
like a really nice kiss, like on the cheek.
And they say the dwarf's heart grew 3 sizes that night.
Yeah, and then she kind of like you see that she looks to another bunch of group of girls that are there like playing a game, and she says, and she kind of walks off.
Well, while I watch her, as off, I take another bite from the apple and eventually I finish it. While I now with like now I'm less focused because I'm busy enjoying the apple and that weird and very like nobody ever approached Borker in that way, so is kind of startled in some way, but in a good sense. So he's less perceiving of dangers and stuff now because he's a bit distracted.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and as you continue going through the festival, next up is the fruit crucifix, where you see a bar with two kind of baskets on the side, empty at the moment, and there's plenty of them kind of put across, and you see Aki, you see this old man waddle up, pick up one of the baskets and put it on his shoulder. And you just kind of raises his bushy eyebrows before he kind of puts it down, and his eyes kind of disappear under them.
Morning, old timer. Sorry about the chair. Yes. Could Aki do a quick perception check? Because it's just dawned on him. This is an awful lot of fruit. Where is it coming from? Is it actually something that grows on these trees?
Yeah, you see that it grows on trees, abundance of it around. Most of it's been picked off already, but they have also the farmyard as well, where they've been growing other sorts of fruits, and you can see the green. It's the height of the kind of the summer as well, so there's abundance of strawberries and grapes and so on and so forth are growing everywhere around. Obviously, there's vegetables around, but this is called the fruit festival, so there's definitely fruit everywhere.
Okay. Guess we're lifting fruit now instead of throwing it.
Yeah.
I'll do better at this one, guys. Promise.
All right. Who's participating in this one?
Redemption.
Moose, Bryn, Aki, Gray.
Physical feats of strength. Take it away, boys.
No? Okay, it's just the three of them. All right. As you begin putting the basket on, slowly fruits being put onto you, and the heat of the summer is also making you a little bit sweaty as well. You start begin to feel the weight. And you see the old timer as well. They're putting the wood, and he kind of grumbles a little bit and kind of holds it there a little bit. Bryn, you wanted to say something?
Yes, before it happens, I will just sort of quietly or try and silently utter a prayer and channel divinity for a peerless athlete.
Alright, make a, I guess, sleight of hand.
Okay. Probably should use the inspiration on this. That's a 5. People see and hear me do it.
You see a lot of people. You immediately see a lot of people looking at you and excuse me, I don't know what you're trying to pull over our eyes, but unfortunately we're not allowed to. I think you should put down that. Why are you holding your sword? Why do you even have a sword? Put it down on the side.
Right. I'm just making a little prayer before I do this. I want to have the gods by my back, and can I try and convince them?
I will say make a persuasion, but with a disadvantage.
Damn.
I'm rolling so poorly today.
Take it on the chin. Oh my god, Jesus.
The one time I get a good roll. Okay, 7. 7.
Now, unfortunately, you should have done prayers when you woke up. No prayers now. You got to put this, and he puts the basket on your thing. Stand right there, and take it like a man.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we only follow Glitter Gold, and you are not a follower of Glitter Gold, so you're not allowed to use your magic here.
Tyrianism.
All right.
So annoying.
And as you all begin to feel the sweat, this is going to be a slightly different game. This one is athletics checks as well, but the starting DC will start at 10. And every round, the DC will go up and up and up. So, starting with 10 athletics check, please make your rolls. And,
Mo, by the way, by the end of every challenge, can I try to make that perception
Yeah,
check? Because I guess it takes time. So,
He's
All right.
great path.
And you see the old man kind of there cough a little bit. He'll make his roll. Should have done 2.
I think
Okay.
these dice are rigged.
You see him kind of getting a little uncomfortable as well, but then after a while, even Bryn, you start feeling a little uncomfortable. But moments passed, more fruit's been put on. Make another athletics check.
Ugh.
All right. The old man struggles a little bit as well, but he keeps on. His eyes raised towards Aki as you all see Aki trembling with this amount of fruit on his back. And before you know it, Aki is too much and you let go and the basket falls onto the ground. Well, there's the first one to go. All right. As Aki falls out of the
Oh, well.
competition. With a sore back now, with all that weight, the rest of you continue on through this scorching heat. Make another athletic roll.
Do I use a rage now?
Oh
Whoa.
damn!
Wow, holy shit.
Why? Literally.
Mm.
I hate it. I hate it.
I will use a rage.
Why? It's a natural 20.
Because where was the natural 20 when I was making it easy for me?
Don't worry, there are bonuses to
I'd
this.
Yeah.
From what I understand, rage will only do for like one roll for this, so I'll rage now because Bruce is also kind of thinking, oh, we're only here on a job, but the other one might be better for this. And then here we go. Thank God.
Mm.
Wow.
All
Nice.
right. All right.
While that happens, he looks to Bryn and goes, Bryn, best of luck to you.
While he says that to you, Bryn, you find this very special sweet spot where you feel like you're holding it perfect. No pain right now. It's pretty good. In the next round, you get advantage. All right. Roll again. Bruce,
Normal.
back to
Yeah, I'm
normal.
going back to normal. Back to normal.
Back to normal.
Oh no!
All right. Bruce, you see you see Bryn holding there. Still got it. Bruce, you start slipping away, but you just managed to keep it there. With the 15 in what you needed. But you see the old man go "Ugh!" and then he just drops it like, I don't know, 3 feet off the ground and just drops it on the floor and he kind of starts waddling away, kind of grabbing his stick and just leaves the competition. It is now only
Man with
you
a
two.
stick did better than me.
All right. Bryn, you go back to normal now, and Bruce, both of you make athletics roll.
He had that old man strength.
Mm.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fucking go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh
That's
no!
And Bruce, you find the strength. You see these piles of fruits being piled on, watermelon, whatever it is, getting heavier and heavier, but the barbarian strength within you holds on. Bryn, that sweet spot is gone. You begin slipping, and you're starting to tilt, and you realize if you don't let go, you're gonna go with the fruit. And and at that moment, you let go, and the fruit roll onto the floor. And Bruce, you are the winner.
By the way, because Bruce is so tall, the gnomes to get the fruit on his back are using a little stair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
they have like the stairs.
It's-
Definitely, yeah.
There's 2 gnomes in a trench coat type thing going on.
Yeah, right.
That's why he's able to stay up that last round. The ladder kind of pushes him back to where he needs into the right spot.
Technique!
Mhm. And Bruce, you are gifted a fruit of exotic fruits that you may choose to do what you wish with.
It's
And
like a little bundle.
yeah, a little bundle. And in their size, it's quite a big basket. In your hand, it's a little bundle. And you pick it up, and it looks very, very delicious, very, very unique.
Oh, it looks good.
All right.
Amazing, Brucey
I will-
boy.
Oh, you're too kind, Dorothy.
As I eat grapes, just like sitting like a Roman Empire kind of. center.
Yeah.
Oh yes, very much lovely. Great entertainment.
I'll give Bryn one of the fruit. I pull out like a
Ah.
pineapple.
Thank you.
You're
I
a
think
good
that's me done
sport.
for. Cheers. I think that's me done for the day, though. I think I'm gonna go restock my supplies.
All
Two
right.
defeats has desperately hurt my pride.
Oh, but to be fair, you were doing that while wearing armor.
Mm-hmm. And as the day goes on, and you're enjoying this day, it's almost as if all the worries and problems are all gone. Moko, please make another perception check, please.
Where are the sneakies? Where are the sneakies?
Sneakies?
All right. As you kind of walk around, listening to conversation, you begin to hear people speaking about Witchway Village, and it seems to you that the news of the Witchway Village is slowly being spread around. People are smiling for a moment, and then the gossip spreads, and then you see them kind of sorrow and sad, but then they kind of nod their heads and continue the festivity. And with that roll, you see that the news has spread across the whole village now, and you begin to also see that they're setting up some sort of kind of bonfire. They're getting wood to set up some sort of kind of bonfire as well. All right, moving on from that, it is now the pie eating competition. Who can eat the most fruit pies and see who can handle them most. All right.
I'm starved.
All right. I'm assuming Aki's joining for this one. Do I need to ask?
Aki's been on the sidelines, limbering.
All right.
Is it about how much you can eat in a certain amount of time?
Oh,
Or is
of
it more
course, my
like a
dear.
taste test?
That's all. Yeah, they got lines of pies that we've been making. I'm sure we've got over like 200 pies. These people eat a lot of pies.
You have to try the berry custard. That's the one that we are serving today for the competition. You're gonna like it, love.
Do you want me to get you a slice, dear?
Yes, please. One
Okay.
slice of everything, but
Oh.
I'd like to eat it in my own time. you know.
Oh, well, of course. You take a seat. You rest, and watch these mighty men do their stuff.
Sure enough, I'll reward them with a song if they're lucky. Why not?
Okay. And as you sit there eating this pie gently, Bruce, Aki, Gray, I think Bryn said he's retiring, and Morkor, you still watching?
Still watching.
All right, so the three of you sit down. And as you sit down, you see this kind of bit burly-looking woman, kind of roll up her sleeves, kind of sit down next to you, Aki.
Yeah.
You don't look like the pie-eating kind.
You look like a pie.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, Aki.
Oh, is that a challenge now?
Aki's biting his tongue so hard, trying not to just lash back with the first thing that came to his head there. I'm here for the free pie, and not so much the eating more pie than you, thankfully.
Well, you're in a competition, so you better eat more pie than me.
Come on, Aki, don't let her beat you up like that. Come on, let her have it.
We'll see how we do. I've been training for this my whole life. I'm sure we'll be okay.
I'm sure people have been eating all their lives, but you can't eat pie like I do.
Listen, love, you're speaking to a dragonborn. Dragons are defined by devouring whatever they can find.
Mostly pie.
Mostly pie.
Well, you haven't met me yet. I'm the world's pie-eating champion. Well, all the gnomish villages.
Bring on the pie.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Bring on the pie. As you sit there.
Ice cream.
What's ice cream?
What's ice cream?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I see the pies that we're about to eat?
Oh no. No.
I would like to try and sneak a rock into her pie.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that's
You're the fucking killer.
I love it. I love it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
An entire rock just decided to fucking fly.
15. Can I do that? Fuck, I have to say advantage before, right?
You don't know what the DC is, though.
Yeah. I need
You
Oh,
don't know
wait.
this.
I don't know what
do
the
you
DC is, though.
No.
Can I do it?
But what are you trying to do?
Do you?
I'm just trying to put a rock in the pie when in one of her pies without them noticing.
No. What? How are you trying to gain an advantage? What are you trying to do?
Oh, I was gonna use my inspiration, but I have
Okay.
to use it before.
No, you can use it now. I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Much better. 26.
Jesus.
Eat rocks.
As the pies are being set down onto the table, you kind of lean down, and she kind of looks over to you. You lean back, and then you see her kind of moving away and sees this pie. She begins smelling it. This is some good pie. And as you do, you kind of pick up a rock, and you kind of you see someone distract her, saying, "Good luck, Susie." And she kind of turns away, and as you do, you put the pie in your one, and you swiftly kind of do a little switcheroo, and as you do, the pies are in front of you. All right. The way this is going to be done is you can eat
So I
up
got-
to you can eat up to 3 plus your con modifier before you must begin making con saving throws. So for
So
3
you got Bruce +3, Aki +4, and Gray +3.
Okay, so
Just to make it
Bruce and Gray, you have 6 pies before you have to start making a DC. Aki, you get 7 pies before you have to make it a DC. So, as you begin consuming, you all begin chewing into this pie. She starts picking it up and scoffing it in. And as she does, you see her, and when she puts it in her mouth, she bites, and you hear, and her face just changes. And she spits it out, and you see a couple of teeth kind of fall out as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, why is there a stone in my pie? Oh, my teeth! And you see her kind of get up, crying, and kind of running off. She's just out of the competition.
No!
I looked to Stripe. I'm like,
I'm just gonna continue to eat pies.
So there's berries coming out of Aki's nose laughing.
All right. And as you do, as you continue on, two of you get to 6 pie. And as you get to the 7th pie, I need both Bruce and Gray to give me a Constitution saving throw.
a saving throw or a check.
Saving throw.
9. Blah.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Both.
I've been eating fruit this whole day. I've been eating fruit the whole day.
Oh, actually, sorry, we changed it, right? My apologies.
By the way,
Wow, nice.
as the gnome runs off crying, like Morkur is standing there like arms folded, like notices the gnome was like, wow, people really take this seriously, don't they? And turns back to watch around.
You see both
completely unaware.
Bruce and Gray. You both begin to kind of struggle and begin spitting some out, but you continue on, and you feel your stomach kind of gurgle a little. Bruce. I mean, Aki. Sorry, not Aki. Gray. You
Gray,
take 3. You take 3 points of what do we come
Berry caster damage.
Berry custard damage.
Berry custard damage.
I wish I'd known that. We're gonna take damage.
And, and Bruce, you take 10 points of berry custard damage.
Just check your hip. Yeah.
What's another stone? That's like, have I been poisoned?
Nope. That's it's just part of the game.
I'm not eating anymore. Fuck it. No, Bruce bows out after that. If I'm getting damaged,
I mean,
down to 10 hit points.
Let's say that you've been told. let's say that you've been told that it's kind of normal, that you will feel really sick, but the whole thing is to keep eating. And then when you finish eating, you will, once you take a little break, you will feel okay again.
Is
Okay.
he raging? He's still bruised, right?
Bruise. The rage triggers Bruise. It causes Bruise to come out. He doesn't have to be actively raging to be Bruise.
Okay. Don't back out now, you baby. Come on.
Fine.
Maybe Dorothy thinks it's attractive if you blow up from pie.
I doubt that very much.
All right. Just mark that off your HP, like your kind of.
I did.
Yeah.
Kennel.
And hit points. What the fuck?
All right.
Points of pie damage.
Glad I didn't roll a roller than that.
Now that you've eaten the 7th pie and the rest of you, I need all 3 of you to make me Constitution saving throws.
Here's the natural.
Oh, I think I'm really starting. Oh wait! Oh no! That's not the wrong dice. I accidentally rolled a Charisma saving throw. Can I just plus 3 to that, so it'd be 16?
Mm-hmm. Sure, that's fine. It doesn't matter. That's okay.
Okay.
All
My
right.
dog hit my mouse.
Shoot! One after the other. One after the other. You keep going. Make another. All of you make another Constitution saving throw.
Fucking love pie.
Jesus.
Fucking love pie.
Oh!
Okay. Bruce, you take.
I got it here.
Bruce dies.
Bruce, you take 7 points of blueberry custard damage, and Gray, you take 10 points of blueberry custard damage.
Fucking rolling like
DX are starting to
crazy.
stim.
Aki, you're still fine.
Yes.
You're still fine. Keep going. All right.
I have an ability that the fighter uses that I can use in a pie competition. This is
Oh
great.
my god.
I'd like to use my second wind.
All right. Use your second wind. Gain 1d10 plus your level 1 or plus 1 for you.
Look at us using all our stuff in the
So
fight
it's gonna
competition.
be. You said 4 plus my level.
Mm-hmm. So 5 hit points back to you.
5 hit points.
You hit your stomach and you move this pie to make it go down. You hear a belch and causing more room for you to eat, Gray. All right, continuing Constitution saving throws.
Here we go.
Bruce, you're fine. Aki,
Damn.
you're fine.
16.
Oh,
Gray, you're fine.
Well, this is going
we're
on.
all fine?
Well, this
I
is
was going
going
to
on.
say I was going to use something there, but if we're okay, fine.
Nope, no. You're all fine for now.
Can I?
I'll say maybe more the more you keep eating, maybe the DC will harden.
Okay, yeah,
That
well,
would-
let's
that
do that. Okay, Aki,
Can I
you're not
s-
fine.
I was going to say 12's crap. I was going to do favored by the gods.
Do you want to use it? You can use it if you want.
Yeah, because this is why he was born.
All right.
He was born.
So 5 on top of that, so 7.
Okay.
Oh wow!
All right, you're fine.
What the
So the
fuck?
DC
what the
now-
Fuck is favored by the gods. Oh
Gods.
right, no, yeah, I know what is it.
The gods.
I would like to sneak some mud into Aki's pie.
Just sneak some mud into it. Make a sleight of hand.
not
with
not rocks. I don't want to hurt him. I just
Okay.
want to make him sick to his stomach.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand with disadvantage though.
Oh, thank you.
18.
Son of a bitch.
18!
Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
Aki, make a perception check.
Yes!
60.
All right.
on.
The next round, everyone make Constitution saving throws. Aki with disadvantage.
I'm sorry,
Son of a
Aki.
bitch.
12.
It'd be funny if he
wow.
beats you.
The bait does. The bait. Come on. Come on.
He has +6. I don't know how he has +6 to his.
Natural
I'm
one.
That's a natural one.
I'm
Fucking
burning.
mud!
No. I'm burning an inspiration for that.
It's still a natural one.
Wait, no. It's still a natural one. You can't burn
Still a
inspiration.
natural one.
You have disadvantage.
I
You have
thought you
dis-
could.
No, because you already know the outcome of it, right?
No. It's not about it. It's that a natural one is always a failure. Doesn't matter the modifier.
No,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
a modifier. It's a reroll with it. With
Yeah, you.
inspiration.
If
Reroll
you
with
wanna
reroll
use-
with disadvantage. I'll say
Reroll
that.
Yeah,
with
so, uh,
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one again. Yeah, that one again. Isn't
Come on.
Couple that ones.
Well, you all 3 fail. Bruce, you
Oh.
take 5 points of blueberry custard damage. Gray, you take 8 points of blueberry custard damage. But Aki, this one hurt. 10 points of blueberry custard damage. You find a little bit of grit in there as you eat it as well. You don't know how it got in there, but it did. What's everyone's HP on?
13.
15.
17.
Pies are hurting me.
32.
Bruce is the lower. What the fuck?
I've taken a lot of damage from pie, far more than that gibbering mouth did.
I had
I took
second.
none from that.
I used second win.
You've already used it once.
I know. He was asking how I had more. I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
used
yeah.
second win. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Make another Constitution saving throw. So all 3 of you. Next pies come in.
Come on,
Yep.
come on.
I'm just thinking Dorothy's gonna help someone.
Yes! 21!
Wow. Oh, fuck.
25,
And I'll say
21,
as
and
well-
22.
Wow.
Natural 20.
Wow, that's amazing. The more you eat, you can feel that the custard is actually hurting your stomach, even though you're succeeding. Like, oh, it gets more and more hard to eat, you know?
Bruce,
Amazing.
you let out the biggest belch. It reverberates all throughout everyone. Everyone just kind of giving you a lot more space. Next round, you have advantage on Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you see a woman like it gets blown her hair back like with your burp.
I turn around. I don't say anything. I might go like, I have the face like, God damn.
The DC is now 18.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm gonna
Come on.
sneak rocks into Bruce's pie.
What the fuck? Come on.
Listen, I'm a half-orc barbarian. I'm gonna crunch those fuckers.
Make a sleight of hand disadvantage.
12.
I have a question. Does my passive perception see that?
It's your
12.
passive perception.
He
12?
sees that.
14.
Oh yeah, you see that. You even need to make it so you see it, you move your pie out the way as he tries to kind of slam your pie with something.
I slap his hand. Don't touch.
Yeah, as you do that, you realize that the guy who is running the game realizes too.
Huh? What is that?
What is what?
Spike.
Don't worry. He's a friend of mine. He's just
Okay,
hazing me. Called Japery. Don't worry.
All right, if he's cheating, he's out. Are you sure he's okay? He's not cheating? You're not a
it's
cheater.
problem. It's no problem.
Okay.
It's no problem. I look at Stripe and go, "Don't
All righty then.
I'm gonna give Bruce a wink and be like, all right, buddy.
yeah, it's all right. I want to beat you fair and square." Oh.
Alright. Constitution saves. Bruce, you have advantage. No, Bruce.
All
I
right,
should say.
here we go.
Aki cast a massive fart underneath Gray's chair.
No! Oh no!
I'm gonna go ahead.
Advantage!
Oh!
I'm gonna go ahead and unload my pies.
Alright. How much damage did they take?
Is the roll there? It's gone up now, so it's
Okay.
the one before. the roll.
Gray, you take 12 points of blueberry custard
I'm
damage.
still in.
And Bruce, you take 11 points of blueberry custard damage.
Oh, Bruce is like
This has
swaying in his
escalated
seat.
something fierce.
Bruce is swaying in his seat. He's like, "Oh,
I
I don't
have
feel
a-
so good."
I have a question for the DMs.
Mhm.
Would taking a healing potion help me?
No, not in this.
More than stomach.
So digest.
I have a question for DMs.
Mhm.
At what point does one of the characters die by pie?
Yeah, death by pie.
Next.
Could be the name of
It's
it.
okay, guys. We have the paladin to heal us. Eat more.
Gray.
The most devastating opponents I've had in this game so far have been Aki, who fucked me up, and Pi.
Pie.
Mine's been we're jackal. Now pie.
You feel it coming out. You don't know how much more you can take in. You have disadvantage on your next Constitution save.
God damn it.
Alright. I feel like this might be the final one.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
use-
so.
I'm using an inspiration point for this. I've got one more after that.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
love it.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, Jesus.
Explodes. He shits himself.
Grace spontaneously
Wait. I have a question. While I'm hurling DMs, I would like to hurl on the judge.
Oh my god. Okay, Aki and okay. Well, Bruce, you're still scoffing them down. Aki, you take 3 points of blueberry custard damage. And well, Gray,
Right into the custard
you
bag.
take 7 points of blueberry custard damage.
I'm out. I'm dead. Am I dead?
Gray goes to see Bahamut again.
As you swallow, you feel the food coming out. Where are
Have
you?
you seen the movie? Like, what's the Stand By Me when they come the fighting contest? That's what's gonna happen now. And you start puking everywhere.
You see the gnome waving his hand, signaling Gray is out. And
Wait, hold on a second. Can I hurl on the judge?
oh yeah, you see him up. You just
I'm
cover
gonna-
him.
I'm gonna grab onto him and steal whatever I can.
As you hurl onto him, make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage because he's all slippery now from your vomit.
Covers him in vomit and also tries to steal from him.
It's gonna be a 15.
I don't know. What do you steal from him? Let me think.
I want money. I want his purse.
I want compensation for the pain I put myself.
Exactly. If I can't win the prize, I'm getting second place no matter what.
I
can't lose fair.
I can't think of anything that you could probably.
You
I
want me to-
oh, I know. I got one. You steal a set of keys. You also steal some seems
Set
to
of keys.
some sort of couple of kind of.
Yeah, like a little trinket, you know. You got like a little trinket of seems to be some kind of like made out of wood, and it's like a carved little trinket that it looks like a little girl. Like he's a man, but he's got a tiny girl, like a statue that he's carved himself.
And with that 15 roll, I think that's all you managed to get.
You stole his family heirloom, you monster.
Yeah,
All right.
it looks like his daughter,
do it again.
pretty much.
Bruce and Aki, you both see a Gray bow out, and you both look at each other. Friends, but in competition right now. Both of you make me Constitution saving throws. DC
It's
is
like
now 20.
It's a scene from like a scene from a cartoon where the eye it just focus on their eyes. They just the screen goes.
Oh
no!
Oh, no, I don't believe it.
Alright.
I only have 2 hit points though.
Wow. Okay. Aki. Which one? The first or second one? What did he roll?
I will say the second because now it's been like quite a while, and you keep eating and eating and eating.
Okay. You take 11 points of blueberry custard damage.
Oh,
What are you on?
3.
Oh.
Wow.
So
Outstanding. That's amazing.
And you know you're both on last leg. You both look at each other and the final roll is here. Both of you make Constitution saving roll. DC 21.
Bruce's head is on the table and say, "Aki, this has been a great and noble contest. Remember me if I die."
Whoa.
This
Dude, guys,
I'm genuinely trying to decide if this is worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
Does Aki
This
say anything?
contest has been up more on edge than the fucking battle against the.
Whoa.
I've still got one more. I've got one inspiration, and I'm. Oh, screw it. I'll burn an inspiration to roll with advantage and just see if I can.
Wow, you're amazing, guys.
I'm gonna fall unconscious. Death by pie.
Everything on fire.
I'll let- This could end in a draw. We both roll badly enough. We lose all our hit points. And you got 21. You'll be fine anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. Well
As
done.
you slowly both laying down, stuffing the pie into your mouth. You see Bruce. Aki, you just see Bruce kind of stop. You think he's dead. He's frozen.
He's not moving.
Mage hand, they're just gonna tap him.
No, he's
He
not
doesn't move.
moving. You see one of the gnomes kind of come onto the table, grab his hand, lift it up, let go. It just slumps onto the ground, and then starts crossing his hand, waving Bruce. Is out.
That's it. Akis jumps up on the table. He's roaring.
Fire.
Instead of fire breath, it's pie breath.
Dirty dancing lights. Ah!
Yay! And the winner is. What's your name, sir?
Thaumaturgy and lights and everything.
I love the fact that I took the competition out so early for you guys.
Well, for this competition,
Dragon.
you see them pull out, come with a little cushion, and on this cushion they bring, and what you see is like a golden nugget. And as they kind of bring it to you, they put it, and then they say to you, we hope glitter gold protects you at all time and gives you good luck. And he puts it around your neck. You get a good luck nugget. It's a one use. You can give a luck to. You can use it on any rolls apart from damage for yourself and or any of your party if you see them as well.
Great. He
Yes,
deserved the whole thing. Don't use it
The sorcerer beat the Constitution contest.
I have higher constitution.
Hey,
It does.
Constitution
You have a
contest.
+6. How is it even possible?
Yeah.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, yes. All right. As you.
Frag goes to meet the Chunder dragon behind a tree so that he's
Yeah.
not be consulate. The whole time. Rocky, I feel better now.
Are we allowed to get our health back, or like?
Yeah, you
how
have
much health?
your full health. It's fine. It's, I was,
Okay.
we were just. It's just based on this competition and stuff. All
Oh,
right.
that's funny as hell.
As you all, I'm gonna skip the last competition and kind of move on
just,
towards the next. Mhm.
Just quickly, Dorothy, make a charisma check as you realize that all these girls start coming to you.
Come on, you might win. You might be the fruit monarch. You are so beautiful. Come on, go for it.
And you start realizing that all the girls are kind of like trying to ascertain who is the most beautiful and more charismatic of the group.
While that's happening, sorry, can I just quickly
Mhm.
spend 5 gold trying to double the amount of rations I usually have? I usually carry 20 pounds of gold, which seems to be 10 lots of rations for 5 gold.
So you want to
So I was
carry 20
wondering if I
rations?
just- Yeah, that or either like try and give some to Andy to put into the bag of holding.
Sure. I will say in this village there is no expenditure on rations. You can fill your stack up to max for every one of you for rations. So this is like a place where you can stock up on as much food as you want from here based on the festivity. There is no cost for stocking up your rations here. So take that. And let's Dorothy for one last thing. We'll just do make a performance check with advantage to see how well you do.
What is this? Is this like a little is this
Pageant.
Like,
This is like a little pageant. There's all these
is
little
there like
girls.
a talent portion? Can I sing to the judges?
Well, sure. Let's add that in. You can sing to the judge. What would you like to sing to us, dear?
I prepared a little poem.
Go away.
Inspired by the fruit festival,
Blah.
and I want to sing it to you. It goes like this. I adopted your accent because I think it's so lovely. It goes, fruit snacks, love shacks, fruit snacks, have a sex, take it all in. Because what it is? Because the fruit fest is about to begin. Like my jingle for a fucking commercial. That just wrote 5 seconds ago.
Make a performance check with advantage. Go ahead.
Also, I wanna cast now that I actually can. What is it called again? Enthralling performance.
Okay. Yeah, make it with advantage, and I'll tell you what happens.
Performance.
Yeah.
And also they got it. I mean, I don't know if they have to, but technically the judges, however many that those would be, like I could do it up to 3 people, would have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'll just quickly roll those.
DC 13.
All right. As you
Oh wow.
kind of saying this, you see a lot of people begin to clap and stuff like that. All the judges, you see them kind of frozen for a while. They kind of look at each other, look towards you,
Yeah, she's amazing.
and they all stand up at the same time, just clapping. Just you see one of them crying, and you think that whatever you did took effect on all three of them. And they're like, I believe we already have a winner. We don't need this competition to go more. And you see them bringing up
Yay.
flowers to you, and then they put the crown on you
And
and
then
stuff.
one of the girls actually comes to you. This is your prize, and she gives you this little bottle that looks like makeup. It says it's one use. It's a magical face paint. You can use this to give yourself disguise self for 1 hour, and you can use it only once.
Oh
And she
wow,
gives
how
you this
handy.
little paint.
Thank you so much, my dear. I accept crowns upon crowns upon crowns.
Yeah, and they bring this huge crown made out of fruit that looks like almost like a English queen crown, but it's all made like carved with all these beautiful fruits. And they get a stairs, like a huge 2 sets of stairs to get to your head, and slowly they crown you like the fruit monarch. Yay!
I am the goddess of fertility. I bring good harvest.
We
Yeah.
love
Your
you,
neck is going to
Dorothy.
fucking hurt, by the way.
Yeah, we love.
Yeah.
I
Glitter
mean, Mo,
gold
do I
is
get
heard your prayer.
the site check or whatever?
Well, you don't need to do it anymore because what happens
Okay.
next, you all see anyway. As the festive dies down and you see they set fire to this kind of bonfire that they've created. And all the gnomes begin to kind of huddle around this fire, and you are adjusted to do so as well. And you see this kind of another elderly gnome kind of step out, and as he does, he stands there and he says, "We have received far very terrible news. Well, I'm sure you all heard about the Witchway village and what has happened there. Uh, it's sad to hear that our fellow villagers and neighbors have come to this terrible death. If we could, if we could,
Horrible.
we can only
Oh no.
pray for them and wish them that they pass on
Yeah.
with the blessing of the
May,
God Glitter Gold, the watchful
yeah.
protector. And as
Yes.
we all stand
Praise
here,
be.
let us all thank these people that have graced us in our festivity. And thank them for protecting us and helping those that have passed on. We raise a glass to you. Thank you."
Yeah.
And you see all of them around raising their glasses to you. And you see a bunch of gnomes beginning what you can see clothes, like human clothes, and probably someone went to the village itself and brought back possessions. And they start kind of throwing it into the fire and placing all these kind of possessions into the fire. For you all, you may not know our customs, but we normally cremate the dead and what we pass on, any of their possessions as well. And we also, and you all begin to see them kind of pulling out a gold coin. And for them to pass on, and you all see them flick the gold coin. And for you all, you begin to see this shimmering golden glitter of coins landing into the fire by 80 other coins. Just all the gnomes throwing these coins into the fire before it kind of just lands in there.
They start
Accio flicked one
dancing.
in two.
And slowly,
Yeah.
your coin lands into there. And the night kind of continues on. people begin to kind of die down, drink. It's a bit of a sad moment, but also a perfect moment just to get these people, the people of Witchway Village, to move on. The bonfire dies, and the night comes around. You're tired from all the eating and competition, and you all begin to take sanctuary and rest in different places. I'll just ask everyone where they will rest, if they want to talk or amongst each other. As you know, everyone kind of heads to their houses. You are all kind of left alone around, and left to you. People. Mhm.
I would quite like to try and find paper, pens, or stationery or something.
Okay. Yeah. You find a basic supply of ink and paper.
And then I would like to spend the rest of the evening doodling and practicing my next tattoo of when I famously ate more pies than anybody's ever seen before.
Okay.
Practicing for my next noteworthy achievement to tattoo on my body.
All right. I guess make a tattoo check. This will just be.
A tattoo check.
This will be a what did I say? Dex? Straight Dex.
Yeah, Dex, no?
Yeah. And
I'll go last, by the way.
Mhm.
For whoever wants to go.
Okay.
no problem. A 17. It's a decent drawing. But you could definitely do better. You may have to kind of work on it a little bit more just to kind of get it going. But for now, it's good enough. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. That's all for me.
All right. Okay. Who wants to do anything else? Anyone else want to do anything?
Me. Have all my children left me?
Couple are around. What would you can speak to them.
Yeah.
Well, I would still play with the children until they have to go to sleep, but afterwards I would have just shortly sauntered up to Morcor and just check in real quick. Morcor, these festivities sure seem really lovely, but I didn't completely lose our objective here. I noticed you were keeping an eye. Did you notice anything?
Not really. I just noticed how the voice, the news of which way village spread around and how they started building the fire. That's really all I noticed.
I see. All right. Well, then I guess we have to reconvene at night and rethink our plans to further the investigation, because like this, it would just seem like a tragedy with no solution, and we can't return like that, can we?
Yes. We also still need to give a word to the paladins. I don't know if they are near this village. I think they're still like 2-3 hours kinda away. I don't know if we want to go back to Candlekeep and look for them during the way there, or if we want to go for them, then come back to the village and rethink our plans after we learn all we can from them. We can discuss about it during the night, in the evening.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Well, apart from that, did you enjoy yourself a little bit?
It was the first real festivity I have ever, let's say, partaken. It was good. How did you guys fare? I only had a couple of glances of the competition, but
Well, I'd say our group made quite the impression at the festival. I mean, we won with me, 3 titles. So we did well.
I wasn't expecting anything else.
That's right. And maybe on another occasion you can actually participate in one of the contests if you feel like it. If we're not on a mission, that is. But perhaps another day.
Yes, perhaps another day. And he smiles at you.
I smile back. And I give like maybe a wink. And I leave.
All right.
He goes back to staring at the dying fire. But
All right.
All right.
Anyone else? Bryn, go.
I'll go for it, Bryn. You've been out for a bit.
Yes. I was going to say that Bryn steps back a bit earlier than usual. Takes Strip to the cart to prepare for bed a bit earlier, and while he's in there just on his own, somewhat mutters to himself. To Tyr, actually, I understand why you've been speaking to me all these years now, but I think I need. You've been quiet recently. I need some guidance tonight, and I'll head to bed.
Okay. You lay your sword to the
Bruce-
side and
Sorry about that.
it's okay. Take your armor off and lay to rest, and your eyes close. Bruce, go ahead.
Bruce, the couple of things. Because he does remember like the sort of the primary reason we're here, he'll like to sort of just keep a general eye on anything that looks out of place. But he'd also like to sort of do a bit of carousing with some of the other gnomes, some of the older gnomes who know a lot about Hard Buckler. But he wants to tell the story of what they saw in which way, and to say this is the evidence we found, which led us back here. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary going on? Well, he's like spilling a few drinks to them essentially.
I'll give it. You don't need to make a check or anything like that, but you begin to piece things together. That they supplied the food to them a while back, maybe a week or weeks ago. It wasn't something that is recent. And when they did visit them, there was no. Everything seemed fine. It was just recently what had happened to these people that had transpired, and they were not aware of it. It was only what the sounds and the things that you had created managed to attract the gnome Zanwin, and therefore him coming close to you and seeing you guys. Otherwise, what made you realize what made Zanwin come closer? There was this huge booming noise, which you would realize and remember that when Bryn attacked, he did his thunderous strike, which caused a big boom, and this had probably attracted whatever was around, aka also known as Zenwin. Apart from that, the night kind of goes on, and when you speak to them, they feel, they tell them that they're not aware of anything else. They pass on their the wares or the fruits to a lot of villages around, as well as transports goes to the main town as well. Of what's the city again? Sorry, Cisco. Elwyn. Eltugard. Is that right? You're on mute.
You're muted, Cisco.
You're muted.
Sorry, El Tugar is the region and El Turel is the city.
Yeah, they send over to El Turel as well. So that's what you glean from this conversation. But obviously you're still suspicious and you keep watch for the night. Is there anything else, Bruce?
just to keep an eye out for anything unusual. I during the time as well, I sort of mutter to Reapy Cheap
Mm.
if you could keep an eye out for things, anything his rat eyes might see.
Do you speak to him with animals, or do you just?
I would use the ritual. Yeah.
All right, because I'll keep one of my eyes open. Don't worry.
I pass him a little bit of fruit. You can go.
He nibbles on it, starts nibbling. All right. After Bruce, anyone else? Moko?
Me.
Yeah. Then Gray will finish off with you. All right.
Morkur keeps staring into the dying embers of the fire. There, there's nothing but like chalk, dead chalk, with clenched teeth, and he basically broods over all the recent events after he left his little isle off the coast. And then he just once the fire is completely gone, once the choke is not red hot anymore, he leaves and he goes again to find his quiet place where he can take off everything from his mind. He begins training, and while he does so, he remembers. He goes over everything. He goes over the meeting with his mother and father in Baldur's Gate. He remembers all what happened in such a short amount of time in Baldur's Gate with the jackal wolves and everything, the resurrection. He then goes to the feeling of powerlessness at Witchway Village, and right next after that is the feeling of anger. He once again has to wrap around his knuckles because they're bleeding again. He crouches under a tree and he starts singing, and eventually he goes to sleep.
Okay. And as the camera moves from you slowly towards Gray, what were you doing tonight?
I wanted to kind of think back to like both the fights that I've been with the group. The one with the werejackal and the most recent fight with the giant blob monster. And I'm just gonna think about like how in both those fights I wasn't much used to the group, but I want to do more to protect my newfound friends because I've never had friends before. So I want to look at my hand and just try to focus on that mark and see if I can think back to when Tiamat offered me a deal.
All right. Where are you exactly right now?
I'm gonna be up in my spot I sat last night. Took my nap. I'm gonna be up in the tree.
All right.
But I want to kind of like look down at like Morker and everyone like who's watching the fire.
You begin. Hold up. As you
go.
begin to stand there looking at your hands, and you look out, you see Morkor in the fire. Dorothy walking away, heading to sleep. You see Bruce talking to the villagers around just wandering around. Bryn already in his comfort already, and I'm assuming Aki is on top of the cart once again. Is that right? You begin focusing on your hand, and as you do, I will leave it to Cisco.
All right. First of all, as you start to focus, make a religion check.
Eight.
Okay. For a second, you focus and kind of close your eyes, and as you do, you feel yourself being on that temple again. The skies are red. There is rivers of blood flowing, and you hear the sounds of all these priests chanting with their yellow eyes, their hoods down, and you see this wall of smoke kind of behind them that slows, and from it slowly you see one head.
How dare you disturbing me again?
Just gonna look.
Another head pops out, and another one, until you have 5 heads.
I'll just look at my hand and be like, "Huh, I didn't really think that was gonna work." Last time I was here, you offered me a deal. Can I make another deal? Just for power, please. I want to protect my friends.
I see potential on you. I like it. What about my brother?
And you see like rage on the eyes of the different heads as they ask, "What about my brother?" I just translate because it's gonna be hard to understand.
I'll just look at them and say, my friends mean more to me now than my faith to Bahamut.
Alright. Before we give you anything, you must prove yourself to us.
Sure, I'll do anything at this point. Please, I just need power. I need to be stronger than I am. I've been useless in these last fights.
We search the figurine of Asmodeus. He holds a staff with a ruby gem top. We need it.
Do you want the whole staff, or do you want just the ruby on top of it?
Just the figurine. The whole. It's one piece. All together.
Then I promise you, somehow I'll get it for you.
And the white head gets really close to you. You can feel his breath, like this foul, stinking breath.
Right. You get it for us. And we will be business.
And you see that one of his gigantic legs just comes out of the smoke. And as the roar gets louder and louder and louder, your vision blackens. and you find yourself back where you were.
I'll just sit in my tree and think about what I've done. But I'm gonna look down at my
And-
friends again.
And as you feel in your hand that mark has got a color on it. So the mark was like a star with 5 kind of looking points, and one of the points has gone white, and you see almost looking like a tattoo now, and one of the heads is white on the star.
And as you look at that, and the camera begins to just fade away back into the sky, into the clouds, and the view of the Witchway village, an empty town now in the distance. We will end today's episode.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh.
Why? Why?
What a
That was-
mysterious and
that
somber
was so fun.
note to end it on.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
We are in
Yeah.
business. Yeah, amazing.
So everyone out there, thank you so much for watching. It's a very emotional and festive session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you to Darren Curtis for his music, and also James Alpijar for his lovely pictures and designs. And we hope to see you all hopefully this Sunday for a continuation of our stressful Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft exploration.
I don't even
the
want to talk
place
about
where
that.
you wanna be.
No, don't talk to me about that. I'm already stressed about it. And for our next episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, please join us next Tuesday at the same time. And I hope everyone's okay, and have a lovely weekend. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we look forward to see you next week. Thank you. Good night.
Take care.
See ya, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.